Welcome back, everyone, to Eldritch Automata. Uh, Fun little system. Again, we are just kind of trying out, teaching it as we go, figuring it out, going through the psychological horror and potentially some very interesting combat that we may get into tonight. We'll see how that goes. In our last session, our group of pilots, all working for the CHF, the Coalition of Humanity's Forces, arrived at the ocean top base of Elysium, a marine biology base predating Advent Day over 2 decades ago that has managed to keep itself relatively calm and peaceful, mostly undiscovered by any horrors. So
and
almost a
somehow stocked
nice
with coffee.
what?
And somehow stocked with coffee.
And somehow stocked with coffee. You don't understand just how much instant coffee they have in reserve. But this group, almost a reminder of what it was like before Advent Day occurred, for those of you who remember it, and to those of you who haven't been there before, or were born after Advent Day, I should say, a new sort of experience. Upon arriving, you met a few of the different doctors, including Dr. Nikolav, the leader and head researcher of this base, Dr. Voronov, one of the marine biologists who took you on a tour, and Dr. Hoffman, the head engineer who sort of keeps the base running and is also leading the automata improvement project that you all will be remaining here for some time for. Everything seemed pretty idyllic in the base so far. Everyone excited and happy, aside from the depression wall in the living quarters. Uh, but every base has to have a depression wall in it to keep people from going crazy. But it was over the uh, sort of second day into your third day here that things began to seem off. You guys began to notice oddities on the base, things that didn't quite make sense. Dr. Voronov feeding what appeared to be exploded fish remains to the chickens. Though you guys kind of left that off to the side. A deep sea elevator that was not shown to you during the tour, but you were told after you asked about it that it hasn't been used in some time. Evidence pointing to the contrary, though. Uh, Records of semi common communications being caught, but also being almost immediately deleted. So, unsure what exactly those communications are, just that there have been some strange ones coming in. And a most importantly, I suppose, most recently, as you all entered into the storage room, or at least a few of you entered into the storage room, you found, amidst a locked away service pistol, the sort of finances for Elysium base, a turned off and encrypted cell phone, uh, upon which the only undeleted message, upon being decrypted, was from a Dr. Argento, informing whoever received it to keep the existence of Tartarus base a secret for now, or keep it hidden. Dr. Argento, you guys sort of simultaneously understood or realized was the person who had written some very strange marine depth calculations up in the labs from his cubicle that hadn't been touched in quite some time, who was also, according to records, the head researcher of Tartarus base and had authorized the transfer of the station's doctor, Dr. Nakamura, as well as a Dr. I believe Kane and Holloway, within the last month to this Tartarus base, of which you have no other information. So, as we are picking back up, it is at this point, right around lunchtime, I suppose, as you all are sort of reconvening, of course, Elodie having been sort of in admin, pulling up those transfer records, I believe Carly, Silas, and Urus, or no, sorry, Carly, Urus, and Michael being the ones in the storage room, Silas having been the one to check over comms. Uh, at this point, we're also going to sort of sub in saying he arrived by helicopter this morning, his previous business being completed. The final member of this pilot squad, Zeke Anderson. Zeke, would you mind describing your character for us, please?
Yeah. He's second. Very familiar with myself with this guy because I haven't looked at him in like 2 weeks.
Shame.
He keeps himself relatively calm, but there's like very obviously a glint in his eyes anytime like the Eldritch are mentioned. Uh, seems very observant.
Cool. Any
Got
important
a
physical characteristics we should know about?
he's got a like a little pointy beard.
Nice. That's all we know about him. He's got a
Oh,
pointy
he
beard.
looks I guess hold on. He looks ex-military, like
Okay.
proper military.
All right.
He's got like a jacket with the patch like ripped off from when he served.
Fantastic. As we all sort of come back together and begin to share these bits and pieces of information with one another, what we've learned, what would we like to do?
We're at the elevator. Aren't we like at the elevator itself?
No, currently you guys are sort of in admin at this point. Those of you who were in the storage room just sort of stepped out and met up with Elodie there, as well as Silas returning from comms towards you guys.
I do a quick look around to see if anyone's listening or if there are any cameras.
There are absolutely cameras around because they are connected to here in admin. Uh, Taking a quick look around, you see one or two people who are just sort of like walking around, look over and nod at you when they see you looking in their direction. No one appears to be directly, specifically observing you, though.
Okay.
And I apologize, it's a bit after lunchtime at this point, because the storage room was opened after lunch for you. Horus, I believe, if I recall, near the end of last session, you were considering trying to take the service pistol that was in the storage room before you guys left. Did you want to try and open that lock and get it?
Nah.
Okay. Leaving it be for now. Then
My character's going to suggest that at night we take the elevator when there's no people around.
That's probably a good idea.
So have we snuck into the space? Sorry.
You guys arrived here. The CHF recently made contact with Elysium and proposed a deal. You guys brought quite a number of supplies to the base with you, and in turn, they are going to be experimenting and trying to improve automata capabilities underwater.
Okay.
So, your automata have begun the process of being researched. The last day was really like mostly measurements being taken of them. But you guys are sort of here for the long haul in an extended deployment on Elysium base. And yes, did some jobs yesterday just to sort of fit in. But it is last night into today that you've begun to realize there were some things hidden from you upon your arrival. It seems.
Okay.
Can I pop the hard drive out of the phone, or did I already do that?
Yeah. Once you decrypt it, get the message out. Super easy to just disassemble it real quick.
Yeah, I want to pop the hard drive and just slide it into my pocket.
Sure. Are you leaving the phone behind then, or are you taking it with you?
Yeah, I'm leaving it behind.
Gotcha. Phone stays behind, but hard drive comes with. Sounds good. All right. Well, we do still have, if we're looking at trying to take this deep sea elevator and see where it goes late at night, we do still have a chunk of the day ahead of us still. What would we like to do with that time? Do we want to try and just fit in? Do we want to go talk to anyone? Are we just going to try and keep our heads low?
Finding this, I want to spend a lot more time being a lot more careful around my automata. I want eyes on anyone who touches it. I want to see anyone who touches that shit. I need to know.
Sure. Are you going to try and just like watch the cameras here in admin, or are you actually going to head back to the submerged
No,
bay?
I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit in the cockpit of my mech, and I'm not moving.
Okay. Fantastic. You're not letting Elodie tell you off this time.
Is Elodie gonna tell me off?
I would never do that. This place is sus as fuck, and your mech is precious.
That's what I thought. Thanks, Mom.
I think you have a duty to.
Didn't you
maintain the
literally do
integrity
it
of your
last
mech.
week?
Don't you mean yesterday?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, and what's your
I
plan?
would never do that.
Mom said she would never do it, so she didn't.
Okay.
So we've got Carly heading to Submergence Bay. What about other people? What would they like to do?
Generally just be around and kind of blend in, keep my
Sure.
eye out.
Yeah. Just
Same.
try and not make any waves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see if I can give someone in there to give me like a tour since I just got here.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably not Dr. Voronov today, who the group met yesterday and gave them the tour, but one of the sort of regular, one of the other scientists who doesn't have anything would start giving you the general tour of the labs, the living quarters, the observation deck where the sort of solar panels and the base's large battery are structured for that, the hydroponics farm where there are chickens. Unlike the rest of the group, you are not asked if you're going to try and be violent towards the chickens. You are similarly
Be violent towards the chickens.
No one's violent towards the chickens. Dr. Voronov was just weird for asking that. You are similarly pointed towards life support, given the whole sort of general spiel that the base's doctor, went on an extended leave recently. So no one's really had need of it. No one's injuring themselves. But if you injure yourself, if you are in need of medical supplies or anything, you can go there. There's a living quarters where there is personal bunks for everyone in little rooms. There is the rec room that has, pre-Advent Day game consoles and books, and the depression wall where people have put letters and pictures to loved ones on to remind themselves. It's a great time.
Do it for her.
And then of course the submergence bay, which has the large sort of bay doors opening directly into the ocean. A wing of it has been renovated where your automata are currently being studied, as well as the other submersibles that are ready to go. You similarly are not pointed out to the deep sea elevator in its little side room in the submergence bay.
I have a
Okay.
feeling we fill him in immediately over.
Is it like
Do we
obviously
have
in
private
there,
comms?
or is it like actually fully hidden?
It's not fully hidden. It's just kind of like a side door. It's a smaller chamber in the submergence bay, kind of off to the side by the pressure suits. So there are like small offices here and there that wouldn't have they wouldn't have necessarily pointed out what's beyond those doors. So it's kind of the same case here where they're giving you the broad strokes tour and they just don't mention what's through that door.
Okay. Do I see anyone like coming in and out of it, or?
No, you do not. Michael and Elodie, what would the two of you like to do into the sort of mid-afternoon period of time here?
I
Given-
would
oh.
like to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go.
Being a bit of a savant myself and being younger with a lot of pressure, I feel like I would have a pretty good grasp on how to talk to Dr. Hawthorne. So can I chat her up a bit?
Yeah. Do you want Dr. Hoffman, the engineer, or Dr. Nikolav, the head of the base?
I don't know which one was the young savant person action.
Dr. Hoffman was the
Science
one
person?
heading the automata improvement project.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, perfect. So you'll, for the moment, heading to Submergence Bay. We'll clock that in a moment. Michael, how about you?
Knowing now that it seems like there is this other base named Tartarus that the doctor whose research I was going through
Mhm.
was doing, I kind of want to go back and start going through all the information I found again now, given this other bit of information.
Sure, yeah, you want to start going through those weird calculations once more?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to die roll here. Okay, fantastic. So you head over to Marine Lab 2. We've got Silas and Opera both sort of just trying to blend into staff. We've got Zeke getting a tour, and we've got both Carly and Elodie heading specifically into the submergence bay here. Carly and Elodie, as you head into the submergence bay, you immediately hear voices raised. You see a number of the sort of maintenance staff are sort of onlooking, having stopped what they're doing. And over sort of near the automata, both Dr. Nikolav and Dr. Hoffman currently engaged in an argument, primarily Dr. Hoffman seemingly to be the aggressor in this.
Hand out to hold Carly back, and we're just gonna watch and listen for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You hear, I think at this point, because you're coming in midway into the conversation, I think from what you hear Dr. Hoffman yelling is something along the lines of, when are we going to tell them? They could be helpful for all we know. They're the ones with the big fucking mechs. Yes, but you know their automata are not currently the most designed for deep sea exploration. That's why they are here in the first place. Keep this under wraps just a little bit? No, I'm not keeping this under wraps. Why would I do so? You already know we're having struggles with communications with them. Just send people to check it out. Seems to be sort of that kind of argument going on between the two.
I use my observation.
To do what?
I want to. What would it be to kind of intuit?
I'd actually say go ahead and just give me a flat empathy roll here. if you want to try and get
Okay.
a feel for what the conversation is, what was going on.
2 successes.
Fantastic. Okay. I
Oh,
mean, go ahead.
Success on my stress, but that's fine.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything. I didn't see any ones, so
Yeah.
From what you gather just listening in, it very much seems like I mean, Dr. Hoffman is confronting Dr. Nikolav about keeping something secret from you guys, which she doesn't seem very happy with. And she seems to even be mentioning problems going on and asking you guys to look into it. And Dr. Nikolav is trying to sort of very much taking the position of everything will just blow over if we will just be careful. We don't need to let outsiders get in on this. So I think you could, especially with 2 successes, you know from according to Opera earlier that Dr. Hoffman had seemed pretty disgusted with Dr. Nikolov. You imagine pretty easily, I think, that I mean, of all the things they could be talking about having hidden from you, Tartarus space seems the most likely.
I'm
Are they still
gonna
standing there?
look at my mom.
Yeah, Ellie,
I'm gonna look at.
you're
I'm gonna
still
look
there.
at. I'm
No,
gonna look
are
at
they
Elodie
like?
and-
Did one of them storm off, or are they like
They're still
staring
arguing.
each other down? Okay.
Yeah, they're still
I'm gonna look
arguing.
at Elodie.
I sort of broke it down a little bit, but they're arguing.
I'm gonna look at Elodie and then push past her and walk into the open view. What are you hiding from us?
Dr. Nikolov just sort of like starts for a moment, straightens up, straightens her coat while Dr. Hoffman looks over at you guys. And you see a bit of a smirk play on her face.
I don't want them to see. I want to be enough of a distraction that they don't see Elodie.
Elodie, are you trying to hide yourself right now?
No, with you stepping forward now, you have put yourself in danger, and I'm not going to let that fucking happen. So now thanks a lot,
Right.
motherfucker. Now I have to step forward. Fine, I will handle it. I got this. So I will step in front of you and say, friends, we are all here together, working together. I hear that you need a little help, and I always believe honesty is the best policy. Let's work together. We're all in this together.
It's good to see the 2 of you. I hope your investigations went well. It's truly nothing to worry about. One of our partner bases has been somewhat uncontactable recently. Nothing to worry
Which base?
about. Tartarus base.
Oh, the one below us?
Indeed.
So, like I said, I believe that honesty is the very best policy. We've
You cut out.
been briefed. We have an understanding. Motherfucker. How about now?
Yeah, we're good now.
You're good.
Okay, so we've been briefed. We have a very good understanding of the situation here, and we've been asked to help. So, why don't you tell us when there's something for us to do? No worries, Dr. Nikolai. When you're ready, you just tell us, and we're here to help. And then I'll kind of shoo him off.
Oh goodness, how does Dr.
I
Nikolov
don't
want
want to
to
talk to.
respond to that? Because she is the head of this base, so being shooed off by a visitor, that is a pretty
But
clear.
also, very, very politely, I'll take my mechs and go home, bitch. Very politely, you're making me feel unsafe and unwelcome by my mech.
Whoa.
And if you don't trust that we're here
Your
for
mic,
the right
Kim.
reasons, then we have. Uh,
It
She's
is
becoming
Wait,
Mimic.
with a
She's
different headset.
becoming Optimus Prime.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Um,
Evil. Motherfucker.
speaking what it's like to communicate over long distances after Advent Day, thank you for the demonstration, Kim. Mm,
So do we still have satellites, or they all get like knocked down?
there are still satellites, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the world is post-apocalyptic, but things like cell phones and electricity and satellites all still work. It's just that they aren't necessarily being developed further technologically anymore, as most tech development is focused on automata.
I'm not Optimus Prime. You're Optimus Prime.
Thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Elodie, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and give me a manipulate roll here.
Jericho, I vote to change manipulate to be the gaslight gatekeep girl boss role. Thank you very much.
It's really what
I
it
second
is.
this.
How do I do that? I'm sorry.
If you find manipulate on your character sheet, it's written as manipulation because the person who wrote this module made some weird names
And I
for
just
some
roll it?
skills. Yep. Yeah, just click it as
Yeah.
is. I see some successes. Fantastic. Okay. I think in that case, since it seems that you have already sort of learned some things that we are trying to keep to ourselves and are so certain on interfering, I will leave you to interfere as you see fit. And Dr. Nikolav at that point is going to sort of walk out of Submergence Bay. Dr. Hoffman kind of looks over at you at that point. Well, that was impressive. I'm not sure many people would sort of have the cojones to call out someone who could be construed as a superior, just sort of out of the blue like that. But hey, I appreciate it. Seems like you have figured some things out by what you shared. So, what precisely, if you don't mind me asking, are you aware of?
How about we do it the other way? How about you tell us everything we need to know, and based on your response and what we already know, we can tell whether or not we can trust you and whether or not we want to stay and help.
I was trying to simply get a baseline to see if you were people I could trust with some things, but it seems you are also very distrusting individuals. So,
We'll do that.
if that's the case,
But
I'm
we're
not
here.
sure. You are here. How about we sort of return to a ground zero, a baseline, so to speak, between at least myself and your team?
I will pull out a pack of gum and offer her a piece.
She will gladly take a piece as she sort of just starts thoughtfully chewing on it. Before I get started, do you want the rest of your team here so we can all sort of converse simultaneously, or do you wish to just chat and you can bring them up to speed later?
Honestly, Dr. Hawthorne, which would you feel more comfortable with? If you think there's information my team needs to know, then absolutely I'll bring my team. But if you feel that this is better amongst colleagues, then you have my ear.
Things are afoot, and I am of the opinion, along with a number of people here, unlike Dr. Nikolov, that some outside assistance would be much appreciated. So I think this would be beneficial for your entire team to hear.
I will look at Carly and smile the way you know is me telling you, but by asking you politely with my face, but telling you with my heart.
I'll go get him. I'm gonna go run off and get the team.
Sure. You guys also have, like, phones or
Oh.
a way to communicate with one another. Probably, at the very least, some form
No,
of
I have a
radio.
feeling that face was "Get the fuck out, Carly."
Fair enough.
Was that? Am I reading that
It
right?
was. I'm going to try to. I just want to further the connection.
Sure.
I'll leave.
Okay.
Not that you're not graceful or uncouth.
Oh
or
no.
anything.
I just see the face and I'm like, I know what this face means, and I'm dead.
Alrighty.
I know
All
what
right,
you're
get the
about.
team.
Then, as Carly heads out to get the team, and Elodie remains to sort of converse with Dr. Hoffman a little bit, and sort of further found that baseline while everyone is gathering. Michael, you are back in Marine Lab 2, going over research, trying to see what you can find from it. I'm going to ask you for one more science roll.
Okay. Sorry, I was eating applesauce.
Impeccable.
Hell yeah. There's a farmer's market here in Maryland, and there's a place that just has fresh applesauce. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Is this with the extra die from the other?
Yes, you can apply that again.
Okay.
We will continue that being your others want here. Damn, I'm
Yay,
seeing a
2
lot of
successes.
successes tonight. Okay. Dice are heating up from what they were last session. As you, at this point, start going through the documentation back here, sort of logging into one of the computers, seeing what you can find, amidst the notes, there is one other sort of type of formula that you find. It's a little strange. Most things here were ocean depth, and again, ocean depth calculating over 40,000 feet deep, which is obviously strange, but you also find some notes sort of hidden in the margins, and almost like, you know when you got two pieces of paper that maybe get a bit wet so they get stuck together and you have to kind of like peel them apart? On one of those back pages, you find a different type of calculation that appears to be pressure resistance formulas. Far beyond parameters you are aware of being normal for deep sea life, and it appears to be referencing something called Project Nemo.
I see. Does it at all correlate with the information from the fact that we found this elevator? Do things start adding up a little bit?
I mean, this elevator very clearly heads down into the ocean. Probably, if not to the base, pretty deep.
Okay.
You guys are going to have to find Nemo, yes. I'm so proud of you.
Hell yeah.
At least we don't have to
He is
find
in an
Dory.
Australian aquarium.
Oh no!
Gotcha.
So just a couple 100 miles more west and you'll get there.
That's me.
But you can certainly start sort of collecting this information. Absolutely.
Okay. Sounds good. Perfect.
And sort of at that point, as you sort of finish noting it down, would be when Carly comes in to get you.
Okay.
Carly would similarly find Silas, Opera, Zeke, the three of you, let you know a bit of what's going on.
So yeah, they want to tell us about Tartarus.
Okay.
But what was the doctor's name? The one who
Uh,
didn't like us. What's her
The
name
one
again?
who sort of didn't quite storm out, but was told off, was Dr. Nikolav.
Nikolav doesn't want us down there for some reason. I don't know why, but Arcona says that we can help down there, and then she wants us involved. So she's telling Elodie now, and they're gonna wait for us.
Okay, let's go.
I'll take him back to the hangar.
Awesome. I'm just putting in chat real quick some of the names you guys know and who they are for clarity's sake.
Is it because I mispronounced all of the names?
Maybe. All right, there you go. 5 different names you guys are aware of at this point and who they are. It is impeccable to note that Dr. Voronov is a fish exploder.
How dare he? Oh, we didn't know Argento was head of Tartarus yet.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
That was something Elodie had found last session.
My bad.
Was the one bit. The transfer orders for Dr. Nakamura, Dr. Kane, and Dr. Holloway were signed by Dr. Argento, and they were transferring to Tartarus base. And then Elodie was able to confirm from there Dr. Argento's status in the system is head of Tartarus base.
Sure.
But as you all sort of converge here in the submergence bay to meet with Dr. Hoffman here, she sort of nods at each one of you as you enter. All right. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, you all know about the existence of Tartarus space at the very least. Do you know what it is?
Not exactly.
Okay. It's not anything bad. Tartarus base is our sister base, built on the ocean floor. It is where primarily deep sea specimens are examined and researched. Normally, we would use submersibles and actually go out to collect specimens, but we eventually built Tartarus base with the idea to simply just have people already down there. And they focus a bit more on the experimental side of marine biology. So they're deep below us, roughly 30,000 feet deep on the ocean floor. His head researcher, Dr. Argento, is there. We have been having communication issues with them recently. Frequent blackouts, not hearing anything from them, and an increasing demand of supplies. Most of what you brought with you was sent straight to Tartarus space the day you arrived. So,
How many supplies did we bring? How many months of supplies did we bring?
you guys brought quite a lot. You effectively came on a whole airship carrier. No dying.
I thought I muted myself.
So are they in charge of you, or did Dr. Nikolov just make the decision to send all the supplies down herself?
Dr. Nikolov and Dr. Argento are same level, you could say. They are both head researchers of sister bases. Neither of them commands the other. But Dr. Argento had requested quite a number of supplies, which was why most of it got sent down. The supplies you brought with you were intended from the beginning when we requested them to go to Tartarus space. So, communication blackouts, we're not exactly sure how everything is down there. I am of the opinion that Dr. Nikolav is withholding information regarding Tartarus' status.
In what way?
Because we have no idea what's currently going on down there, and we were requested to not inform you all about Tartarus space upon your arrival. That's we did not want to seem unreliable to new allies. That's the way Dr. Nikolov put it.
How would not? Because you can't get Argento under control?
When was the last time you heard from them?
We get sporadic communications from them. I'm not on the communications team, so I'm not entirely sure, but I think maybe about a week ago was the last time they sent up a communication to us.
And that was the text I found.
No, the text you found was like a month and a half ago when the CHF first came into contact with Elysium.
What was the message?
It's just a general status report and a request for transfer. That's when Dr. Holloway was sent down. Stop dying.
Fuck off.
You're not the boss of him.
I am.
Her.
You are not the boss of Jericho.
I see.
We're everyone's boss. We don't exact. Your choice of words, getting Dr. Argento under control, was a strange one. Dr. Argento isn't out of control as far as I'm aware.
She's not responding, is she?
Well, when
She's not
comms are
talking.
down, it's kind of hard.
Are comms down?
That's what a communications blackout is.
They're down right now.
Not certain.
Sounds like we don't know if she's
Want
responsive
to
or
go
not.
check, you may. We haven't sent a message, as far as I'm aware, down to them that would warrant a response. It's not like we are remaining constantly in contact, texting each other like two best friends.
Kind of feels like you should.
I'm not sure what exactly you're expecting, but I feel like you are...
I'm expecting two scientific communities to remain in close contact, seeing as one is reliant on the other for supplies and resources, and the other seems to have no power over the one that is reliant on them.
I see.
You have all the power here.
They are not reliant
Why
on
don't you
us.
use
They are
it?
fully self-sustaining. They
Then why
ask
are they
for
requesting
additional
supplies?
supplies to be sent to them, which we oblige because we are allies. We are sisters. But they are not subservient to us, nor are we subservient to them. I think that is a very strange mental state for you to be having in this.
I'm not bestie. Kind of seems like you're subservient.
What does experimental deep sea research mean?
It depends on what exactly is being done at the time, but I know specifically biological sort of adjustments, trying to understand what makes certain deep sea creatures so resistant to pressure and how they evolve in that environment. Once we learned that the CHF would be sending automata pilots and the goal of improving automata, I believe Tartarus base shifted their focus to specifically what could help automata better withstand deep sea pressures. So the information they were going to be providing in this endeavor.
What use do automata have for going into the deep sea?
I mean, that was, from what I'm aware of, the reason your automata were to be sent here in the first place. Not necessarily because there is a need to, but better to have an option in case it's needed, I suppose. I think this was more of just a way for Elysium and the CHF to build a closer bond with one another than just us buying supplies.
Why didn't you tell us the supplies were for Tartarus? Why'd you lie to CHF?
I think we went over this slightly, but Dr. Nikolov didn't want us to show a side of weakness that we are having communication issues because we wanted to seem reliable. I'm of the aware that's a bit of hooey, or I believe that's a bit of horseshit. I think
Oh,
Dr.
so you
Nikolov's
also think
hiding
she needs to get
things.
in line?
I think
Is it a
you are
communication
insane. I don't have a better way to use that. I'm sorry. Silas, you said your name was?
Yeah, is it a communication blackout or is comms down?
This is different.
She just kind of shrugs. The communications have no issues on our end. They are up and running just fine. It's my job to keep them that way. Tartarus has missed a few scheduled check-ins with us here and there.
And I'm gonna guess that elevator is the way to get there.
Yes, that deep sea elevator heads straight down to Tartarus. I'm gonna make a roll for Dr. Hoffman here real quick. Okay. She sort of hesitates for a moment as the conversation begins to lull. I would. How confident are. Yeah. Could I ask a favor of you all? Whether or not you are planning to go take a look down at Tartarus space, which would, of course, be more within your prerogative, but while you are here, or before you head down, or after you return, a favor I would like to ask of you.
Okay.
I don't trust that Dr. Nikolov has Elysium's best interests at heart. So I would like to request that you perhaps find your way into her personal quarters and see what you can find.
The urge to say something sassy. What do you think she's hiding?
I don't know. I simply don't believe she. I mean, I've said this already. I believe she is withholding information from us. I don't know what. She's the only one with the key
Why?
card to her office. Oh my goodness, were you listening?
I mean, I actually was working, so I really wasn't listening. But pretend that I was listening, and if you already told us why, then
Uh,
I just want to know if she thinks you're incompetent or like
Dr.
she doesn't
Hoffman
trust you.
believes that Dr. Nikolov is withholding information regarding Tartarus's status, specifically with like the large number of supplies that have been sent down recently. Tartarus missing check-in communications, more staff getting sent down there recently. Dr. Hoffman thinks something is up with this sister base and that Dr. Nikolov is hiding it from the rest of the crew.
Has she asked Dr. Nikolov?
That was what that very public argument was.
And that's
When you
the
guys walked in.
response.
And Dr.
Okay, got
Nikolov
it.
just kind of shrugged her off.
Okay. And now she wants us to do crimes?
She is asking if you are willing to do crimes for her. Yes.
Okay. Can we tell her that we'll get the truth? But I don't think we're gonna do crimes. I think we should definitely just ask first before we do crimes.
Has the base been in contact with anyone else besides us?
Not that I'm aware of. We have contacts with a few of the other regimes around the world. Regimes feels like such a strong word to use. The remaining countries. We do have communications with a few of them and trade agreements with them, similar to the CHF. So we do remain in contact with them on occasion.
The urge to be sassy is killing me.
We are a base of researchers. You are the ones walking around with weapons. I am asking for your assistance, but you do not have to provide it.
No, I got you. You're worried about your friends. We'll find out what's going on with your friends.
Thank you. I am of the opinion that Dr. Nikolov will not tell you anything because she has not told us anything. And we are people who have lived and worked with her for years. But if you think you have a better chance of talking to her and getting her to tell you anything rather than sneaking into her room and looking for anything that might tell you anything, by all means.
Was there anything unusual that was requested that we bring? Unusual for here.
I don't think so, no. It's mostly tools and replacement parts for the most part. Nothing that I'm aware of being unusual, no. Anything further we would like to speak with Dr. Hoffman about? Or do we wish to go do other things from here?
I think he has told us all he knows, or is going to tell us at the moment.
I have something to whisper, not so loud, not so quietly as we walk away, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good to go whenever as well.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alrighty, then what do we want to do from here?
I'm not going to tell you guys to not do crimes, but also, I feel like, I mean, I get that she doesn't trust us, but also, what other option does she have?
We probably shouldn't do crimes about it.
Right? And she already knows we know, so she's certainly going to be on alert. And we really do want to help. I mean, it's war times. Even if they're doing weird shit down there, I mean, we're probably cool. Unless it's like bad shit. And then, like, if she doesn't want to tell us, then that's obviously the thing that we're going to assume, and we're going to have to blow the fucking base up.
If you want to go talk to her, go talk to her.
Yeah, I guess who all wants to try and who wants to go seek out and speak to Dr. Nikolav?
Or
Okay.
Obviously, I do.
Okay.
I'm going with Mom.
We've got Carly. Awesome.
While they do that, I'm going to commit crime.
Fantastic. From what you are aware of, you do know that Dr. Nikolov is the only one with a key card that accesses her private quarters. So I don't know if you want to try and pickpocket her from her or just try and break into her private quarters. The different skills would probably be mobility for pickpocketing and machinery to break in.
Probably, yeah, just break in.
Okay.
I'm going to verify that they're talking to her first.
Sure.
I'm going to go back to comms and see if it's they're not communicating or there's something else going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Then we've got Silas heading back to comms. We've got Opera who's going to try and break into Dr. Nikolov's office, and we've got 3 people who are going to speak with Dr. Nikolov. Michael decided to go open the door and jump into the ocean and swim away, it seems. So,
Rip.
best of luck to them. Yeah, I would say you guys find Dr. Nikolov. Yeah, you'd actually go find her in the galley, having a glass of wine right now.
I'm going to be super respectful to show her that I'm willing to give a little. So I'm going to be super respectful and approach her and ask if we can join.
She's gonna look at you, definitely remembering you sort of dismissing her, but hearing the sort of cordiality, the perhaps willingness to give a little bit, she will points to the wine glasses and the open cask of wine on the galley counter. Unfortunately, we don't have any hard liquor anymore, but feel free to pour yourself something of what alcohol we do have on board.
Thank you so much. I will pour myself a sipping size glass because I don't really drink, but also I will appreciate her hospitality. I will also pour Carly a sipping size drink. If you want to get more, you can, but like.
No, that's all you've given me, so that's all I'm drinking.
Well, here's your teacup, your sipper.
I'm drinking it.
Okay.
I'm making a face. I've never had alcohol. I've had alcohol only rarely, and it's always been like little sips of a whiskey flask
That's fair.
from like Michael or something.
It's not like there's really any active vineyards anymore, so this is probably definitely your first time having wine.
Yeah, I like it.
What can I help you with? What brings you to my to drink with me right now?
So, Dr. Hawthorne let the kitty out of the bag, and she told us all the things that she knows. And she is
Sorry,
having
do you
some
mean
real
Dr.
big feelings.
Hoffman?
I mean, I don't know, probably. Let's pretend that I said the right name because I would have if
Okay.
I was me.
And the right pronouns?
Is Dr. Hoffman a dude?
No.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Good job, Destiny. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
There's a man right there in the name. What do you mean?
This trans woman. Trans woman just gets yelled at for stereotyping.
Hold up, I
You
gotta.
can't help but think. You can't help but think about Leonard Seymour Hoffman.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rip. Agreed.
Hold up, there's an addendum to the who people are for y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, boss.
I got you.
She's having some real big feelings, and we recognize that you run a very tight ship. You have everything under control. Everything's great, and you don't need our help. And then I'm going
waiting
to
for the
smirk. But we have a very unique set of skills that can help a lot. So literally, unless you're like mutilating kids down there,
She
we're
gives a
down
look
to
of
help.
absolute disgust at that.
I'm going to point and give her the nod because
down there.
here's the
Absolutely not.
deal. It's war. We get that boundaries are blurred and things are gray. But also, if we're going to be on this base and we're going to give you the single most important, not just to us, but literally to fucking humanity, bitch, the most important thing to you, we need to have trust that your base is safe and that your ship is tight. Put me in, coach. How can I help?
Ask you, not just for a manipulate role here, but for it to be an opposed manipulate role with Dr. Nikolav here. So you'll roll manipulate as well as her, but every success she gets is 1 minus fear. So you basically need 1 more success than she gets here. Which she rolls 0 successes, so you just need 1 success as per normal. That is a failure. Would you like to push it?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and push it.
How do I do that?
There's a nice little button in chat on the roll. We'd like to push it, push it.
Oh, right there.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
Oh boy! So you succeeded, but you rolled a 1 on the stress die you got, which means you are going to trigger a panic roll here. So, Elodie, I'm going to ask you to roll a d6 plus your stress level, which right now is just 1, so a d6 plus 1. Actually, you don't even have to do that. In the new chat or roll in chat, there is just a roll panic button you can use in the future when a panic triggers. But we'll use your 2. which is just fine. You're stable, you're keeping it together. Even though your stress gets to you a little bit in this moment, you don't show it at all.
I don't like to be a bitch. I don't want to pull my dick out. Like, it's rude. But sometimes you have to.
Dick actively on the table.
Okay. Similar to what we did last session, because there's going to be some potential information revealed from that success, we're going to cut over to what our other people are doing who might be learning some things similarly. We will start with Silas, back in comms. I will ask for a new science roll from you, I suppose.
You know what? Fuck it.
We're going to push it.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay.
Real good.
Don't eat the ribbon, motherfucker.
As you spend some time managing communications, and also sort of simultaneously just kind of managing the rest of Elysium's systems, you do notice that there are communications being sent out from Tartarus.
Oh god.
They're
That's
not
fantastic.
being sent to Elysium, though. They're being sent to someone else through Elysium. Because Tartarus probably can't communicate with anywhere else on their own.
Wow, kind of sounds like they should be subservient to the world. Wow, I'm just a stupid kid.
It is a series of encrypted data packets being sent to an unknown destination.
Great.
Unfortunately, with that success, it is there's no stunts there. It's not enough to potentially figure out what is in those data packets, but you certainly find them, and I'd say you're even able to like grab a copy of one or two of them quickly before they go through to potentially take a look at with other people. I would also say you're pretty confident the other people in comms, it's not that they're purposefully ignoring these data packets, they simply aren't noticing them being sent through.
Is it possible, since base is base, so our base would be communicating with their base, is it possible to just double check that it's not going to there?
It is not going to the CHF. The destination is unknown.
Got it.
You're able to confirm that.
Okay.
You don't know who exactly this information is being sent to, but you know it's not the CHF.
Yeah.
Before we get to opera real quick, Michael, since you're back, what were you going to do? We had Carly, Zeke, and Elodie going to speak with Dr. Nikolav. We had Silas going to monitor communications, and Opera was going to go commit crime and break into Dr. Nikolav's quarters. You're muted if you're talking.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Michael.
Oh, just a second.
Sorry, I missed it. My headphones disconnected themselves.
Sucks to be you.
Well,
What would you like to be doing while we've got some people speaking with Dr. Nikolov, we've got some people monitoring more communications, and we've got some people committing crime?
Yeah. Honestly, Michael's kind of ADHD brained on the information they're gathering, so they might go back and keep listening to the voice in their head tell them, finish the research.
Fantastic.
Do more research.
I'd say when it comes to research, you've probably gotten about as much as there is possibly to get from there.
Got it. Okay.
You're pretty confident you've double and triple checked just about everything that was available there and saved what was useful.
Okay. Then I might go commit crime.
Awesome. We got 2 people committing crime. Michael and Opera, the two of you heading over back into administration towards the quarters of Dr. Nikolav. It does require a key card to access. However, if you would like to try and just break in, I would allow a machinery roll from one of you. If the other one has an idea of how they would help, they certainly may.
What's your machinery looking like?
I have a 2 in machinery and 3 strength.
Okay, I have a total of 6 strength. And 0 machinery. Is there any benefit to having more in a stat than just having a base strength here, Jericho?
Are you talking about like how Opera's total is 5, but 2 of it comes
Yeah.
from machinery?
Yeah.
Not really. It is the concept that Opera is actually trained in machinery. So I would say,
Mhm.
depending on who rolls, would very much be like, is Opera trying more to maybe hack it or disconnect it in a way that could be hidden, or are you just brute force breaking it?
Gotcha. Okay.
Would be what that difference looks like.
Did you want to try and open it with... What are you thinking for opening it?
I was just gonna try and force it without breaking it.
Alrighty, I guess I will just use brute strength to try and help you pry open the door along with it without shattering it.
Fantastic. And that aid will give you a +1 to your roll, Opera.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Boom.
Absolutely. Easy to do. The two of you just kind of brute force the door open, doing your best not to actually break the system, but just each grabbing a side of the sliding door and pull. And the door does come open. The two of you are able to enter into Dr. Nikolov's room, which immediately looks kind of high class compared to the rest of the base. The rest of the base isn't bad by any stretch of the means. But like where everything else in the base is that very sterile fluorescent white lighting, there's like a lamp in here turned on overhead with a fan that is emanating some like softer amber light in here. The floors polished steel. Unlike the furniture in other areas of the base, there is like dark wooden furniture in here that's actually relatively nice. It's like the smell of old paper, some machine oil, and tea leaves sort of filter through. See, one of the walls has a floor to ceiling window that overlooks the ocean, unlike the rest of the base that doesn't actually have a lot of windows. There's a like a leather recliner chair right in front of it with a small side table that has stacks of handwritten notes, it appears, on it. There is a like personal desk that appears to be pretty immaculately kept, physical files in precise stacks. There is a framed photograph near the corner of the desk. And then against one of the other walls is a large bookshelf filled with texts. As the two of you sort of enter into this chamber, what would you like to look through or do?
Remind me exactly what it is we're looking for again.
Dr.
She
Hoffman.
knows what's happening on Tartarus.
Yeah, Dr.
Got
Hoffman
it.
believes Dr. Nikolov is hiding things about what's going on, and basically wants you to find evidence that Dr. Nikolov doesn't really have Elysium's best interests at heart.
Gotcha. She's got a computer in here, yeah?
No, actually, not that you
Oh.
see.
Gee, what
It
the
appears all physical files on her desk.
fuck? Christ.
Oh, weirdo.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna just start searching for anything that I can find.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Then we'll. So, I'm gonna ask each of you before I ask for roles. Do you want to like look over the handwritten notes on the side table by the window? Do you want to be going over things on the desk, or do you want to like look through the bookshelf real quick and see if there's anything to find there?
Do you want to take one and I'll take the other?
Well,
Yeah, I
gave you
guess
three
the
options.
handwritten notes for me.
Okay,
So
and I'll
side
go through
table.
her desk.
Okay, fantastic. Leaving the bookshelf. Fuck that.
For the moment.
So I'm going to ask for different roles for each of you here then. Michael, I'm going to ask for observation. Opera, I'm going to ask for medical from you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Simply because there's a lot less to look through, but to actually understand what it is you're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, our medical is the same anyway. So.
Okay. Then, Michael, it is up to you since you failed. If you have a reason to push or an argument for pushing the roll, you would be able to generate some stress to roll again if you would like to.
I'm trying to think if there's any way to justify it.
Right now, you're just kind of like slowly going through the documents and seeing what you can find. So, like you could argue maybe making a bit of a mess of things, flipping through things faster, maybe not being able to reorganize them as neatly as they were, basically making it hard to hide the fact that you were in here.
Probably not. I think Michael's smart enough to know it's not the smartest of ideas.
Sounds good. Then mostly as you're going through it, you see it's a lot of like detailed notes on the local marine wildlife. There are schematics for a base expansion that you find are like dated over half a year ago, signed like signatured by Hoffman as the one who created them. But Dr. Hoffman has not actually signed off on this expansion being done. And then the photograph itself, it looks to be like an old photograph of maybe what was the original senior staff of Elysium before Advent Day. Back when everyone was happy and the world didn't suck. Opera, looking over the sort of side table, you see it's a lot of handwritten notes, specifically about like the state of the base and the staff itself. Primarily, it's actually like very close observational notes on the mental health of base members. And sort of like dates, how people are doing. It seems like Dr. Nikolav would maybe have private conversations with a lot of base staff to see where they're at. And then you sort of gather there's like a baseline that once anyone hits it, she marks them for leaving the base. So
Okay.
she seems to actually care quite a lot about the people of this base, from what you managed to find. Pivoting back to Carly, Zeke, and Elodie, the three of you speaking with Dr. Nikolov, since we got a successful roll to sort of manipulate from Elodie, Dr. Nikolav pauses for a long moment, sort of finishes the rest of the wine in her glass. Dr. Argento is the head of Tartarus, as I'm assuming you know. He was a long-term member of Elysium, worked his way up to that position. Tartarus has been less and less forthcoming with their normal reports that they should be sending up to us. We have been, however, from them getting a occasional strange transmission during the night shift. Garbled messages from Tartarus that sounds like singing almost, like whale calls. Strange. It's been going on for the last 2 months or so. I don't want anyone to worry. I care deeply about everyone on this base, so I have been deleting those communication reports to not concern anyone.
When you say they've been less forthcoming, do you mean like in each individual report there's less intel than you'd expect? Or are there just less reports coming up the chain?
Less reports. We have a weekly check-in, effectively, just to make sure everything's okay. And the last 3 months or so, we've gotten reports from them only really every 2, sometimes 3 weeks. When they do report, they claim issues with the communication servers on their ends. But
Have you sent any technicians down to verify these or maybe repair these issues?
the last person we sent down was Dr. Quinn, who was going to take a look at their comms. That was about a week ago now.
Have you heard back from them?
No, we have not had any contact with Tartarus since Dr. Quinn went down.
What kind of person is Dr. Quinn? Are they the kind of person who... Why can't you just come back up? Why can't Dr. Quinn just come back up?
They can.
The elevator leads down, right?
Yes, they can. There's nothing stopping them from coming back up unless
Unless there's something stopping them.
How long does the round trip between Elysium and Tartarus take?
A few hours.
How long does it? 2 hours to get down there. So why haven't you heard from them? If communications are as bad as they say, and they're so horrendous that you're having these week-long, month-long blackouts where Tartarus just won't respond to anything, and you're getting these weird garbled communications, why hasn't anyone that you've sent down to Tartarus come back up? It kind of sounds to me like you're feeding your crew, your staff, into the belly of a beast.
It stinks.
Why don't you send us down?
We're a lot harder to digest.
For one, I think you are... insane is not the right term to use, but your mind is too drawn to assuming the worst, which is completely understandable for those who fight a war on the day-to-day. We are a research base. We don't fight horrors or monsters, so when there is communication issues, our assumption is the technology is having problems and may require time to work and make sure it is working, not
Gotcha.
we are feeding people into a beast.
Can I
Here.
just color this for you real quick? I just want to look. I understand where you're coming from. We're outsiders. We're coming into this new situation. I just want to let you know on my perspective how I'm seeing this. Is that? Can I?
I think you've made it pretty clear how you're seeing
No.
this
Hold
right
on.
now.
Hold on. No, I just want to explain my thought process real quick. So you sit here and you say, oh yeah, we have this sister base at the bottom of the ocean whose only method of communication outside of itself is with us. And they're at night when we're all supposed to be sleeping because we don't have guards or people doing the night shift because we're researchers and not hostiles. I'm not knocking you for that, by the way. I'm being completely genuine, sincere here. That's fine. You get these weird whales call sounding communications, and how long have you been getting those communications in the middle of the night that you've just been deleting and not telling anyone about?
Occasionally, for about 2 months. We do
Cool. How many
have a
people have you
night
sent to
shift of
Tartarus for
people
2 months?
watching the communications. You were on the night shift, so
Okay, Destiny is so tired and forgot that.
you took the night
So-
shift yesterday with
Sick. I'm so
Elfie.
exhausted. I completely forgot that.
Well, it's 'cause you did the night shift.
My point is still standing.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Pretend you didn't do the night
Fuck
shift.
you. Fuck you, Jericho. So for 2 months, you've occasionally received these messages, and you've managed to be there and you've managed to delete the logs so that none of your staff worry about Tartarus, which is admirable as the commander of a base. I'm not knocking you for that. And how many people did Tartarus requisition to be sent down there in that time?
4 total have headed down to Tartarus since then.
Okay, and how many of those were sent down with the explicit instructions of helping Tartarus fix the communication issues?
1.
1, cool. And how long has it been since we've heard from them?
About a week.
Cool. So you've sent, after hearing Whale Call for 2 months, you said, I'm not going to send anyone down to, I'm not going to let any of the people that I'm sending down into this research facility that has been spotty with its communication, I'm not going to let any of them know about that. I'm going to send them down with no directive or instruction to be like, hey, if shit's gone wrong and y'all can't communicate back up to us, hop back on the elevator and come back up and tell us in person so we can muster up a better team and a better force to come down and communicate. No. We're just going to keep sending people down there and feeding them.
I'm gonna hop
to
in
whatever
with
the
a
fuck is
bite in
down
my
there.
voice, if possible.
Yeah, you can see
And
her
I'm gonna-
expression is getting lower and lower. She looks like she's about to blow up at Carly.
This is
Yeah,
fun.
so
Carly gets to say
I'm
what
not
Destiny
gonna let that
is thinking.
happen. So, what I'm hearing you say
I don't know.
is that
Like,
you have
out
a
of character,
whole
I kind
base.
of want her to blow up at Carlene to see what she says when she blows up.
I mean,
I mean, I can do that. But also, I'm very protective of Carly, and Carly's gonna cry. It's gonna be ugly. She's gonna be all soup. You haven't seen her upset. Like, she's a fucking mess, yo. Just saying.
Yeah.
Badass bitch. But also, 2 sides of the same coin. What I'm hearing you say is that you have a whole base that you're taking care of. Every T is crossed, every I is dotted. You're doing the best you can. Everybody has a job. As it turns out, I happen to be very, very, very good at comms. And I have a team that's currently out of a job. Why don't I go fix your comms?
As I was trying to get to earlier, you all are more than welcome to head down to Tartarus if you think it is worth checking out. To you, I think, I'm going to say this as nicely as I can, you are grossly misunderstanding things. Everyone is aware that there are communication issues. Everyone knows about it. The people who go down aren't going down not knowing that there are problems, but we don't have a protocol of come up just and tell us. If there is a problem, they would come up and tell us. Since they have not come up, we're assuming that things are getting fixed.
I can see the look on Elodie's face. So I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. Just to be clear, what I'm thinking is still sounds like you're feeding them.
People snacks.
I would rather be play this safe, as you'd say. If we head down there and nothing's wrong, then nothing's wrong. We come back.
All for the best. Are you all planning on heading down now? Do you wish to rest? It is getting quite late now, so I do not presume to tell you how to do your jobs.
Well,
What's your
last
ETA on
time-
our mechs being finished with the underwater reworks?
Just started. It's not like, from what I have heard from Dr. Hoffman, automata are incapable of handling deep sea pressures, but they cannot handle it for long.
Do you have vehicle entrance bays down there for like your submersibles and stuff?
There are hangar
Would we
bays
be able to
down
enter
there,
the
yes.
base? Okay.
You could take your automata down there. I would not necessarily recommend it, but you could.
Not yet.
What were you going to say a moment ago, Elodie?
Train left the hangar.
Hmm?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
The train has left the station there. Nope.
Wonderful. Then, as that conversation sort of begins to wrap up, we're going to pivot back to communications where Silas is. After you sort of find those encrypted data packets, what would you like to do from there? Do you continue sticking around in communications? Do you want to go do anything else?
I would probably try to find the others. Like, okay, well,
Yeah.
need to let them know about this.
Absolutely. The quickest people you'd be able to find would be Opera and Michael, since heading from communications over into administration, that's where Dr. Nakamura or Dr. Nikolav's quarters are. So, like, you would walk over, you'd be able to see the open door and see the two of them, like, in the room, rummaging around.
I guess I'll walk up. It's like, well, I guess you didn't leave anyone watching your back.
The others are questioning her.
Well, they're transmitting something down there. Not to up here. Don't know where it's going, but they're talking to someone.
Hmm.
Well, that's not the best thing to hear. Oh.
None of us got it.
Well, the problem is comms isn't seeing this. Like, they're not picking it up.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
To be fair, it was really
Good
well
to
hidden.
know.
You almost missed it yourself. Well, so you guys.
Well, what are the communications saying?
I wasn't able to get anything. It's all encrypted. That's the other concerning part.
You guys wanted to, you could absolutely like grab one of the terminals in administration and try and unencrypt it. There's also, so around this point would be when the two of you sort of finish up with the desk and the side table. So if someone wished to spend some time looking over the bookshelves and see if there's anything together there, you could also do that. You guys have a couple options here. You could also just go meet up with the rest of the group at this point.
And we're in here now. I'll check the bookshelf.
Sure.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I'll try and help him out, just taking half the bookshelf and
Okay.
meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Then, one of you can roll observation aided by the other one.
What's your observation?
1 plus width, so 5.
All right, I'll let you do it.
With the bonus die. Hey ho, fantastic. You are absolutely going to notice some things here. Most of the books themselves, you see it is all very well organized. There's like marine biology. There's some records of the liminal fall, just like seems Dr. Nikolov was keeping up to date with how the world progressed. There is some notes on cybernetics, sort of into the development of manufactured people. There's also some like medical texts on cognitive decay here as well. Out of everything being so well organized, you find a naval engineering manual that is sort of in the middle of the marine biology books.
Pop it open.
You pull the book, and with the bookshelf shifts a little bit to the side, and an alcove in the wall opens up.
Hidden passage.
It's not a passage.
Secret
It's a very
tunnel.
narrow alcove that has an old computer terminal powered down in it.
Oh.
She did have a computer in her office, just hidden behind the bookshelf.
Well, who
And
wants to
I
do the
try
on?
going through it.
You guys can absolutely boot it up. Similarly, we got our favorite encrypted communications.
Yeah.
Not just in communications, but it also appears like documents as well that are encrypted. So at this point, Silas, you're also here. You've got this terminal. You've got the data packet you grabbed from communications. If you guys want to try and unencrypt some of these, those would be science rolls.
Who's got the best science?
You,
I've
I
got a
think, because your
4.
width is 5. None of us have science except for Elodie, and she's not here. So,
So I have a 5 wits.
Okay.
yeah, I think you're the best for it then.
Yay.
Well, there's two separate things that can be attempted to be unencrypted here. So, whichever one you would like to work on, Silas, and then someone else can make a roll for one of the other ones, and then the third person can aid one of the two.
I'll try to use the computer terminal in the lady office if you want to do the message.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for the message.
Okay. Then Opera, who, if anyone, would you like to aid here?
I will aid Michael.
Okay.
And then remind Silas that he has a strand with me.
Yes, so if you
If
would
he
like
wants to use it.
exhaust that strand for 2 bonus dice, you absolutely would be able to.
Sure, let's go for it.
Okay. Then you go to roll. You can just set that you're exhausting that strand. Opera, just make sure you exhaust it on your end as well. Michael, you get to roll +1 dice.
Nice.
Fantastic. Okay. We'll start with Silas with your successes. You were able to copy 1 data packet. It's hard to tell where it's going because you just sort of copied the information of the packet itself. But with some decryption of it, you are able to determine that it is specifically being sent from Dr. Argento's email. And some of the key terminology you find in it is favorable mutation rates and psychic susceptibility metrics.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Not great terminology to see. But it seems like it's almost like a research report being sent to some outside organization from Dr. Argento. Michael, you managed to decrypt a number of the documents and notes on this old terminal. And of course, Opera, you are there helping, so you are reading this simultaneously with Michael. And there's some interesting tidbits. Specifically, in the first few years after Advent Day, the Chimera Project reached out to Dr. Nikolav, offering her support behind the scenes in return for cooperation. Basically, Elysium was capable of self-sustaining itself, but lacked funding to continue any form of research, and the Chimera Project is providing that funding. The Chimera Project also funded the building of Tartarus base specifically. They were the ones behind it. And Dr. Argento is one of the scientists they recommended be promoted to oversee it.
Well, that's just fine and dandy.
The most recent communication to come in from the Chimera Project mentions them sending a new asset in light of Tartarus's failing communications to check in on the situation. Dr. Nikolav is not to attempt to figure out who this asset is.
Huh, I see.
Like an asset, like a person,
Like a person,
like
yeah.
a spy. Okay.
Yeah. Someone, Chimera Project is sending someone to look into Tartarus space. And
How long
Dr.
ago was
Nikolav. There's no dates on these messages, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I think we're done here.
Yeah. I think I'm going to say at this point is when everyone comes back together here. It's sort of right around dinner time right now, so a lot of the base's members are in the galley. But I'm going to say you guys are probably maybe meeting over in the submergence bay or somewhere else where there's fewer people around to potentially go over your findings and learnings with one another.
Fucked.
I'll share all the information we got and ask if there's anybody who wants to go down and check out the underbase. I think that we should leave someone here. If nobody wants to stay, then I will stay, but I would really like to go.
Did we want to go tonight and try to find the source of the nighttime signal? Or do we want to go in the morning when we're rested?
They're working on mutants and psychic stuff down there.
Looking for the Chimera Project.
And they're sending someone.
So to reiterate, shit's fucked.
Great
there any,
googly moogly. It's all gone to shit, Kupo.
Erica, are there any like standing orders for what we're supposed to do if we run into the Chimera Project?
No. The Chimera Project it's one of those secret organizations that keeps to itself. It's been around since before Advent Day. They are a group very focused on sort of the means justify the ends, human evolution.
That ends justify the means.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry.
So, sometimes they're in conflict with the CHF, but never they never openly conflict. They're very much like they're researchers. They like to study horror remains. So a lot of times they actually make for really good cleanup crews.
Okay.
The CHF and the Chimera Project would not be said to be enemies with one another, just organizations with different goals. If the CHF is focused on defending humanity from the horrors, the Chimera Project is a bit more on researching the horrors.
Can you get a hortoxicosis from a dead horror or only a living one?
Living ones.
Okay.
Has anyone mentioned like how are we the first group that's come here in a long time, or?
Aside from just like whatchamacallit, supplies from the different trading partners Elysium has, you guys are they don't get people here frequently. You guys are probably the first in months at the very least.
Suspicious.
Just a little bit.
Nothing is wrong in Tartarus base. I promise.
One more time for the record.
Nothing
Can I print this quote?
is wrong in Tartarus base. I
You swear to tell the
promise.
truth, the whole truth, and
I'm
nothing but
more
the truth?
thinking
There
about.
is no war in Tartarus base.
We're gonna
I'm
be
more
fighting.
thinking
We're
about
gonna
this
fight on
meat.
the psychic whale here in a bit.
My neighbor
Opera?
told me coyotes keep eating his outdoor cats.
I'm more thinking about the asset they're sending. Like,
Yeah.
if we're the first group here in months, I'm looking at people around me now.
There's a spy.
Well, I suppose the important question, we want to try and head down to Tartarus tonight, or do we want to wait till morning and head down in the morning?
I feel like we should go as soon as possible.
We should be fully rested.
I mean,
Do we want to let what's her face send in a warning that we're coming down there?
yeah, that's
I mean,
not a terrible idea.
well, realistically, I think.
Can we cause
Go
a
ahead.
communications blackout? Carly knows she can sneak in and rip a few wires and hide a few things out. These aren't engineers; these are scientists.
They have
I
engineers
know
on staff.
Yeah, I know I can destroy communications to the point where they can't be repaired before tomorrow.
Because it takes a couple hours for us to get down there. So even if we go now, she could still send a message.
The deep sea elevator is about an hour long to get down there.
Gotcha.
I think we destroy communications such to the point where it will not be repaired by the time we get down to Tartarus.
I love your enthusiasm. I think that's so brave and definitely a way that we could do it. Or what if we just temporarily disabled them for an hour and a half?
No, that was what Carly is saying. Not for an hour and a half, until well into the future. I'm talking above table because I am losing. I'm so tired.
Have you tried not being tired?
Yeah, just stop. Jeez.
Carly wants to destroy communications to the point where it would be harder to fix.
I want us to be able to stay in communications. I think somebody needs to stay with the mechs. And I don't want to lose my team.
I think having someone able to deploy some mechs in an emergency and just drop them down to us could be interesting.
Well, not if they're going to implode.
As long as they get into the hangar down below, they should be okay.
Yeah, they can make the journey down. It's just not recommended. They would definitely suffer some pressure damage heading down there.
Are any of us smart enough to temporarily nicely disable comms without going
Me.
all in?
I've
Anyone
got
have a
6
jammer?
I've got a 6 in comm in mechanical, and I can happily burn a strand to up that.
Because you're mad at me because I won't let you destroy stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's fair.
I'll say it out loud because I put it in Discord. I do love how we've rapidly gone from no crime to this floating base. Let's shut down their communications so they can't contact anyone.
When did I ever say I had good ideas?
Yeah, I
think
don't
I've
love
ever made
sabotaging
good
the
ideas.
comm system of our brand new ally we've only known for like a day.
Right.
Also considering the fact that Elysium doesn't know that Tartarus is sending out messages.
Could we trigger like a comms blackout for just like 2 hours instead of like breaking the whole thing until they fix it?
That could be possible, yeah. If you wanted to sort of, I don't believe anyone has a signal jammer as their pilot equipment, do they?
No.
I almost grabbed one.
What a shame.
I grabbed a sidearm. I grabbed my sonic gloves.
Oh, what's a sonic glove do?
It's the weapon I built.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So it would be science, not machinery, to try and like jam the signals and trigger a blackout for a few hours. Machinery is what I would allow to roll if you were actively attempting to sabotage it. But if you just want to jam signals for a little bit, that would be possible to attempt to do.
Just gonna
Yeah,
point out. Just gonna point out, jamming works both ways.
It does indeed. So if you guys jam, that also means anyone who stays up here would not be able to easily contact whoever is down there.
Well, that's why I just want for 2 hours. Because,
Yes,
I mean, we
but
won't be able to talk when you're in the
if we're
elevator.
down there during those 2 hours and we
The
need to
elevator
call for
ride takes
help,
2 hours.
no, it takes an hour.
Right.
Oh,
So, like, I'm so sorry. In my brain, I thought it was 2 hours. I heard him say 1 hour.
It would be an hour
I
down
still
and then
did not.
another hour back up.
I don't care about backup.
Yeah,
I'm
if
just
once we're
pointing
there, they
out,
know we're there.
if the team going down there needs to call for help, they can't.
Let's just do it for an hour.
So
like it'll come back up when we get off the elevator.
I think we should just kill Dr. whatever, Neanderthal, whatever her name is, and
yeah.
then she can't tell anybody.
Whoa.
And I'm getting yelled at for bad ideas?
Right?
What happened to no crimes?
No crimes, sabotage communications, murder.
Why
You
don't we get her
escalated
drunk?
rapidly.
We'll leave Aaron in the comms room to
I'm-
make sure nobody warns her, and then I will distract Dr. Nerfstetter.
And again, I'm getting yelled at.
Well,
So-
we'll leave Aaron to monitor comms in case you guys need help.
So we could leave Aaron, or specifically, I'm sorry, Alicia to monitor comms. What I would also say, Elodie, because you are the operations admin, you could certainly go down in person, but you could also remain up here. You do have your drone that could be sent with them to help you keep an eye on things.
I hate the idea of staying behind, but if that's what keeps you guys safe, then I absolutely will stay behind.
You could go down as well. If you go down, I would say as the operations admin of this squad, you would have the ability to like remote call the automata to be deployed to your location.
Awesome.
That would leave you down there in Tartarus base without an automata, while the rest of your crew has one. should the need arise to call them down. I will just let you know that.
I mean, I would hope that Carly's has a little piggyback spot for me, but if it's my time to go, it's my fucking time to
Did
go.
you design it with a little piggyback spot for you?
I'm sure I did,
Okay.
just in case.
So if I'm understanding properly, we're all planning to go down, leaving Alicia up here for the moment. You guys will be taking the deep sea elevator down, and yes, thank you, Aaron, reacting in Discord, concerned as to what's going on. You guys are going to try and jam comms for at least an hour, perhaps more.
I am completely against jamming the comms.
Yeah, that was my thought. If we
Okay.
leave Alicia in the
I think
comms
it's
room
funny.
to keep
Gotcha.
people away, then we shouldn't need to jam the comms. And hopefully she doesn't have to murder anybody.
Sounds like a plan. Turn and begin walking towards the elevator.
Oh, why is he so cool?
Okay, then the question, because it sounds like Opera, you are in favor of heading down right now. Are we planning to go now or in the morning?
I say now.
Over the top of the table, does it matter? Like, do we have fatigue? Are we tired?
So, the benefit of resting right now is that anyone who has stress would lose it and go back down to 0 stress. However, you're doing it at the cost of time being spent. So,
Yeah.
I'm the only one with stress.
you are not the only one with
Oh
stress.
no.
A lot of us have stress.
I don't.
I mean,
Michael
I'm
has
thinking-
no thoughts.
And we're
Except
very
for-
proud of you, Michael.
All right, let's be real here. Has more thoughts than Carly, but still
was-
no thoughts.
That's true. Carly's a fucking idiot.
I think we have 2 people at 1 stress, and Silas is at 2 stress currently. So,
I say we nap.
I
Somebody
wanna
has
go
to be
now.
up here.
I think that thing's the right call.
Someone has to be up here for comms anyway, and the worry of time is that we don't want them to know we're coming, right?
and also the fact that
Not
we
after
don't
that
actually know
communication.
what's going on down there.
just psychic whales.
Yeah, psychic whales. Silas has pulled up information on mutation rates and psychic susceptibility metrics.
And we found out that the base is funded by a Chimera.
You found out that the base is funded by Chimera Project, and one of you is potentially a member of Chimera Project.
Okay, so
Or that they're planning to
'Cause-
stand something.
Yeah,
clearly
so
somebody
now
is.
you not wanting to go right now is really suspicious.
I was gonna say you wanting to go so badly is very suspicious because I'm saying that maybe I just don't understand what the urgency is.
So you want to
Am
get down
I
there
missing-
before they're informed that we're coming.
They'll
Well-
start shredding paperwork and
If
Yeah.
we think that it's,
hiding things.
I just think it's weird that I don't know. I just think that 2 things while existing at the same time. If it's so urgent that we might have to fight and things might be scary, shouldn't we rest? But if we don't think we're going to fight and you don't think it's going to be scary, then what's the rush?
We don't have to get in a fight for them to like shred paperwork and delete files.
All right.
Why
Jericho,
are we
can
worried
I
about
take?
there being proof? Why are we worried? They're not going to start shredding files. They need those for research. This is at the end
They
of the
might
day.
hide them.
And they've hid them anyway. They've already hid them. I mean, come on. We had to fight to get this information. I think it's going to be hidden no matter what we do. I think we just need to. I think we take a rest and we go down there. If they're going to hide stuff, they're going to hide stuff. I understand that I was the biggest proponent of destroying comms, but I think that's just because Carly's a piece of shit and stupid.
I mean, same.
Carly is a dumb idiot, and that would be her suggestion because she's stupid. I think I'm gonna sit here and say they already know we're coming. They've known for a month. They've specifically requisitioned us to bring them supplies. They know we're coming. We're
That's
not going to get the
fair.
trial.
They knew we were coming to the surface, not down to the bottom base.
They're stupid if they don't think we're coming down to the
I
bottom
will
base.
say, today is still the day you all learned about Tartarus.
I think it is smarter to assume that they know we are coming and just go down there.
Especially since we don't have our mechs.
Yeah, I mean, an extra few hours isn't gonna. They're not gonna. What are they gonna be able to prepare? If they're gonna line up a firing squad at the gates, well, then we're just dead.
True.
But it's unlikely that they're just gonna line up a firing squad. They don't have access to guns like that anyway.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, if they're funded by Chimera Project, maybe.
but
They
they have psychic whales.
They have psychic whales.
They do have psychic whales. I did forget about the psychic whales.
Well, Pathfinder players remembers Osoyo, the psychic space
Oh.
whale.
God, don't shut
Oh,
up.
God,
don't
right.
don't bring up Osoyo. How about that? How about you shut the hell up?
All right. It sounds like we are maybe not entirely certain on the decision as of yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break here, let people stew and think, and then once we return, we'll make a final decision, which I'm probably just going to set to be a vote here. So stand up, stretch, grab something more to drink, and we will come back in just a few minutes.
I would never.
Carly doesn't think it's
What?
you. I think it's you.
All righty.
Shut up and get in the elevator.
Okay, Mom.
Should I take that as Elodie's vote to go
Get
now?
in the mech. Should you get in the
No,
mech?
I would like to wait.
Should you
Sorry.
get in the mech? All right.
Should you get in the mech?
We've got Elodie voting to rest. Carly, what about you?
I'm gonna vote to rest.
Okay. Zeke, what about you?
Go now.
Now. Silas, what about you?
We ride.
We ride. Michael, what about you?
I'm up for either, so I'll wait to see it.
Unfucking
You're the
helpful.
tiebreaker.
All right.
Yeah,
Opera, what
sorry.
about you?
Now,
All right, Michael, back to you.
All right. Well, I guess if most people have voted for now, I guess I'll go with now.
All right. Carly and Elodie, are you okay with that, with the rest of the group preferring to head now?
Of course.
Okay.
I'll grab some
Go
of
with
that
what the group says.
awesome coffee.
Sounds good. I think what we're going to say,
Coffee, by the way?
because Alicia may show up and be able to rejoin us at any point, it is a little unfair to say she is remaining behind. How do we feel about, assuming she's there for now, but if and when she does show up, how would we feel about someone like Dr. Hoffman keeping an eye on communications for you, or do you guys not trust her?
I think
I don't trust
it's
anyone.
right. I think she's the best option we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the one that was warning us about the base leader raid.
Yes, she was the one who didn't trust Dr. Nikolav and wanted you to commit crime to start.
I think Hoffman's on our side.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Then when you guys head over to Dr. Hoffman and ask her to go keep an eye on communications. You actually catch her as she's coming out of communications herself. I'd be more than happy to. I decided to take a look at it myself again after our conversation earlier. the comm systems on our end aren't having any issues, so whatever we're not receiving from Tartarus is either them willingly not reaching out to us or an actual technical issue down on their end. So, just be careful, please, and keep me up to date on anything important. You guys head to the submergence bay, opening the door to the deep sea elevator. A question occurs. There are pressure compensator suits nearby, meant for humans to endure extreme pressure. Is this something you guys, each person, would wear? Would you guys take them?
Yes.
Or are you raw
Yeah.
dogging 30,000 feet under the sea?
No,
That'll be
really
fine.
We
No,
are absolutely wearing the goddamn suits.
Obviously.
Early.
I don't like drowning today.
I don't like
Okay.
imploding today.
That's only when we come back up.
If we come back up.
I don't want to be the fish in the lab, you know?
Correct.
Are these like life vests in terms of they're just there in case the thing breaches, or you actually have to wear them?
These are meant specifically to assist in going deep sea exploring. Mechanically, they grant a bonus to endure rolls to pilots for rolls involving extreme pressure. They also contain about a shift's worth of air, so they act as a diving suit as well.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, they have, it's an advanced diving suit. It regulates pressure and has an emergency oxygen reserve in it. So, each of you, I actually have this item for you as a piece of pilot gear. So everyone gets a pressure compensator suit, since there are enough for everyone. What
Yay.
Does this take our armor
Yay.
slot, or is it just a
This is
Looks
not
like
an
an
armor. This is
America.
just a piece of gear.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Zeke, did you make the choice which specific piece of pilot gear you wanted?
You took a plug suit.
Okay. Zeke took a suit. Fantastic. All righty. Then you guys all strap yourself into the deep sea elevator in order to head down deep beneath the surface. The elevator itself, there is a long sort of support beam with a tether cable that the elevator is sort of attached around of. So the beam goes through the center. The elevator itself kind of looks like a big bird cage, in a sense. Heavily reinforced to deal with the pressure, but it will immediately fill with water as you are going down, allowing you to sort of gradually get used to the pressure and the temperature as well. As you all begin to strap in and someone hits the button to start the elevator, you see red pressure lights activate overhead. There's an automated safety system that just begins to rattle off a monotonous series of safety announcements. And the platform begins to descend. Slowly, water rushes through the metallic grates, filling the elevator. A sort of deep mechanical groan reverberates through the chamber you guys are in as the motor begins dragging you downward, and the depth gauge begins to slowly tick. As the elevator heads down beneath the surface of the waves, at first, you can still see the upper maintenance lights from Elysium. After just the first few minutes of slow descent, though, those lights are swallowed by the black ocean, and you guys are left in near perfect darkness. Only a single sort of external floodlight on the elevator that's pointed down into the abyss gives you a brief bit of light to see by. The elevator continues down. Do you guys have anything you would like to do, conversations you would like to have, just while you are strapped in and the elevator is descending the depths of the ocean?
Nope.
Fantastic.
Guess
Okay.
Nothing I can think of.
After about 10 minutes, you guys all begin to feel the pressure of the water as well. The hull of this elevator begins creaking at irregular intervals. Outside the grates of the elevator, the ocean is empty. You don't see any fish swimming around. The floodlight sort of only reveals like drifting particulate matter, almost like an underwater sandstorm, you could call it, going by. Continue down, feeling the cold water and the pressure building. About 20 minutes down, you notice an abandoned maintenance platform that would have perhaps been used in the past for submersibles, either for Elysium or Tartarus, where they would stop. There's a small base there. You see like old rusted docking arms just kind of hanging motionlessly in the water, and some torn cables drifting, almost like seaweed. You notice that the what would have been reinforced glass windows in the small base are shattered.
Oh.
And we're passing this on our way down.
Yep, you are passing it on your way down. A few more minutes passed, not quite at the 30-minute mark. A deafening metallic crack sort of screeches through the water, followed by the elevator UN violently shaking. You all are thrown against your restraints, slamming into the seat backs. Warning sirens and lights begin to flash in the elevator before, after about 2 seconds, they cut out completely. The floodlight goes dark, and you are left in complete darkness as the elevator violently comes to a halt, shifting off center slightly.
What's our depth gauge say?
Your depth gauge at this point is about 14,000 feet.
Oh, we are.
So we only made
not
like
close.
halfway.
Or sorry, closer to 16,500.
Okay. That's not much better.
No,
The
not
elevator
even
ride
close.
should take about 50 minutes total. You're about 28 minutes into it.
Well, looks like we're doing it the hard way.
Who here has points in machinery?
I don't.
I do.
I'm just good with tech.
Okay.
I just have good strength.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for at least an actual 1 point in machinery.
I have 2 in machinery.
Okay. Then I would say what you notice, Opera, especially because the elevator is sort of slightly off center, its balance is shifted. The elevator around the support column and the actual tether that it runs down, it appears to have been knocked off of that tether specifically. You would equate this to potentially some sort of violent impact to the column itself. You could potentially get the elevator sort of reattached onto the cable to let it go down. It would take a couple minutes to do so.
Hold on, everyone. I'll start working on that, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It will be a machinery roll. If anyone has a way they would like to help here, they certainly could grant some aid.
I mean, I've got a default of 5 if I can roll that to aid.
So in Eldritch Automata, you don't roll something yourself if you are aiding. You simply describe how you are helping, and it gives the person rolling an additional die.
I will go out with him and just raw strength, like something that needs to like push into like push that here, like plug this in, like.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
That's a +1.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of an important role, I feel like.
uh,
And hey, Zeke's helping me, so.
So I will say, even if you fail, you'll still eventually succeed at it. It'll just take more time to do so.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I
So
won't burn
you'll
this.
overall succeed, but the success of the roll is more determinative of how long it takes, how long you all remain trapped in this confined elevator surrounded by blackness.
Okay, here we go.
Wow, I
Nice.
see a lot of 6s. Fantastic.
Gee.
Easy enough to do. You see exactly where it sort of came off the tether, and figuring out where the wheels are to get it realigned, and then getting Zeke to help you just brute force the elevator back onto it. Eventually reclips on, and checking the systems after another moment or two, the lights, the floodlight itself comes flickering back on, and the elevator begins to descend once more. As it does so, you guys keep heading down.
Can I bust out my radar?
Yeah, absolutely. You can begin looking at that, keeping track of what's going on. I am going to ask everyone to gain a level of stress here because of the situation. As you are heading down into the deep below and something happens to the elevator, this is going to cause everyone to just gain a level of stress here. And that bar is up in the top right of your character sheet, I believe, and you can manually adjust it
Circle.
up by 1.
I
Yes.
am not with my laptop. Could you roll that for me, please?
I got you.
Thank you.
There's no roll need be made. It is just increasing your stress. The elevator continues down at about 40 minutes. The depth gauge stops roughly at the 23,000 feet mark. The floodlight flickers one last time and dies. You all are drenched in total and complete darkness. The elevator is still heading down. The lights are off, and you have no way of gauging your depth. I do need a roll from everyone here. I specifically need everyone to give me a d6 roll, just 1d6.
Go Carly.
Do you need me to roll for you, Elodie?
Oh, I thought I just. Oh, weird. I thought I did. Hold on. It's being dumb.
Uh-oh.
I fix it.
Okay. Should be able to just use the buttons below chat, because nothing from the
Yeah,
character
but
sheet
there's
for this.
numbers on them. I don't know how to make the numbers go away. Will you roll it for me?
Yeah, I got you. So 1 for you. You can always just
Error,
roll
that
it and
means.
reset it, and we'll delete if your text box is being a little funky. But That is all good. I just needed those rolls for my own personal knowledge bank.
Sorry.
A lot of D6s. Fantastic. Okay. The elevator continues to descend in the darkness. Just past the 50-minute mark, you feel the elevator come to a complete stop with a sort of ding on the systems itself. You guys are on the seabed floor, 30,000 feet below the surface.
Do we know if the elevator goes into the base or is it next to the base?
It is
We have to,
just
like,
outside the
cross corner.
base.
So we do have to do an undersea crossing.
Yes. Do we think it is fair to assume you guys would have like flashlights on you?
Yeah.
I assume
I mean, there's probably some on the
pressure
suits, to be
I
fair.
assume the pressure suits would have some
Fair
kind
and
of
reasonable.
flashlight.
Yeah, let's go with that. Then, despite the floodlights of the elevator breaking down, the flashlights you guys still have, you are able to see just ahead of you the looming exterior of Tartarus base, similarly on the seafloor. And adjacent to it, the trench that goes even deeper. You guys can see in the part of the base ahead of you a massive of bay doors that are currently closed. Let's see. Because you guys do have to spend a little bit of time outside of the water, I'm going to say everyone put on a pressure compensator suit. I am not going to ask for a extreme pressure roll to anyone. However,
how do we put it on?
We just note that you have it on.
Okay, cool.
What I am going to need is we're going to do this one by one here. I need everyone to roll 1d6 for each piece of equipment you have. That includes your weapons and any pilot gear you have to see what sort of degradation it might have due to the pressure of the depth.
Is this including the compensation suit?
We'll say no for that.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess remove one of my dice.
Okay. Because it kind of matters which piece you're rolling for here.
I see.
Because you want a 2 or a 2 through a 5 on everything.
Okay, all of mine were 2 through 5. Oh, one was a 6. Fuck.
I got 2 through 5.
First one is my Sonic Gauntlets. Second one is my Ego Shield.
Okay.
Yeah, my second one is my grapnel, which is a 6.
2 3s, I'm good.
Any piece of equipment you roll a 6 for suffers catastrophic damage from the ocean pressure and breaks and is unusable moving forward.
That's
Holy
great.
fucking shit.
Fucking god damn it.
Carly, what did you just you got 3s, you're fine.
I got 3s, I'm good. Sorry, I was calling out that my gauntlets were first and my Ego Shield was second.
Zeke, what was your third piece that you rolled the 6 for?
Oh, it added the stress. I just clicked the button that had that 2 on it.
Oh, I see. Elodie, out of your pieces of gear, what would be your first one that you would have rolled for?
My drone. Second would be my whip.
Then, unfortunately, your drone coming down with you, the case around it is crushed and warped with the drone inside, and it's not going to be usable while you're here.
No, the boy.
You'll have to head up and repair it at some point.
The boy. It should
You're
have been
doing pointing
me.
stats.
And I'm sorry, I should have checked before we went down. Opera, once more, before you guys headed down, did you want to go try and grab that pistol? Because I know that had been on your mind, and I don't want us to have forgotten.
No, we didn't have time.
Perfect. All right. everyone note down, just like in the notes tab of your character sheet or in the biography, what piece of equipment breaks if one does. I don't believe anyone rolled a 1 for anything, did they? Look like we got a whole lot of 3s.
No, nobody rolled a 1.
Fantastic.
Call me
That's
the
good.
3.
On a
As
1, do they break violently?
no, a 1 would actually be they just take some damage and would have a -1 to any rolls with them. The 6 was actually the bad roll for this. So 1 was minor damage, 2 through 5 is no damage, 6 is catastrophic failure. Thankfully, automata and automata equipment and weapons would not have to make those rolls at this depth. They would do the normal sort of extreme pressure rolls as applicable, but they are not subject to that sort of damage, because that is more for human-sized things. Alrighty. As you guys reach the bottom of the ocean, are we making our way over to those large bay doors? What would we like to do? You guys are at the elevator at this point, I imagine, sort of unbuckling yourself, the lights of your pressure suits illuminating small chunks of the ocean ahead of you.
I mean, yeah, head for the bay doors, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys begin the arduous process of walking along the seabed towards the large bay doors. Thankfully, as you arrive, there are controls, and actually, not even the bay doors themselves. There would be a side door specifically for that would have a little decompression chamber that you guys could enter, have it equalize the pressure, and whatchamacallit, give you oxygen as well. So no real need to deal with any of that deeply. The question I then would ask is, as you guys enter this sort of decompression chamber, are you taking off your pressure suits, or are you going to keep them on? Note that keeping them on is pretty loud, and you'd be slower walking in them because of how heavy they are.
I'm keeping mine on.
With the all the blown out windows in the elevator, I don't trust this facility.
Agreed.
Okay.
Could we?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'll finish that sentence after session.
How long would it take our mechs to get down here?
About the same time, an hour, if you called them.
All
I
right.
want to call them now.
Even with the pressure suit, can you survive down here for an hour?
Out in the water? Yeah, it would have enough air for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
In
keep
like
mine
8
on.
hours
Got
of
a
air.
shift for the air, right?
The pressure is bad. The truly dangerous pressure would probably come if you like enter the trench. So it's enough to be outside for bits and pieces of time right now.
I'll keep mine on then, I guess.
Okay. And as the doors to the decompression chamber open, I am going to welcome everyone down to Tartarus Research Base. As you guys step into Hangar Bay 01, a cavernous chamber stretching into darkness far beyond the reach of the dimly flickering lights. It's got a vaulted ceiling that disappears into a forest of hanging cables and like old maintenance gantries. Just about every surface drips with what just appears to be like black seawater. The docking clamps securing the few submersibles in here almost resemble enormous skeletal hands, each of them forged from like a dark alloy, each segmented finger locking around the vessel hulls. Hydraulic pistons sort of groan softly at intervals, too uneven to be mechanical, yet still too synchronized to just be random mechanical groans. The shifting glow of the lights throws these warped shadows across the floor, causing the stationary pieces of equipment to appear to twitch or crawl when in your peripheral vision.
Lovely.
On the bulkheads and the support pillars, strange growths spread. These slick, pale masses. They resemble coral if it were fused with exposed nerve tissue. You see veins
Gross.
pulsing beneath their translucent membranes.
I'm gonna sight that with my ego pistol and see if anyone stops me from shooting it.
I will
Maybe
definitely
we-
stop you from shooting
Yeah,
it. Just
maybe
in
we shouldn't do
case.
that.
I may or may
Fair
not
enough.
have rolls for breaching the hull of this base with a weapon on accident. So
Yeah.
do be
I
careful.
want to see if this coral has an ego field.
Do they appear on the radar?
They do not appear on your radar.
Okay.
Not at least in any way that the radar is able to detect. You also see, of the submersibles that remain docked here, many of them bear severe structural damage. Shattered floodlights, these strange circular indentations, and deep gouges in the hull plating.
Yeah, because psychic whales.
Look at all the unicorns.
Please don't make me laugh as I'm taking a sip of my water.
I don't know if psychic whales have claws.
They could have, devolved.
Maybe they're taking these things into the trench.
Maybe. There are 3 doors that appear in different directions to head deeper into the facility.
Will the submersibles have like a black box on them, like a plain one?
Ooh, that's a good question. No. Down here they don't. The ones up in Elysium, do. These ones do not.
Is it because you hate us?
It's because the Chimera Project are assholes.
Well, you know what? That's fair.
I'm going to say at this point, Michael.
Yes. Hi.
You get a communication back from Elysium.
Oh. What? Huh?
From comms, even just like flipping open the message, there is a video file attached, and Dr. Hoffman notes, find my wording for it. This is a new communication from Tartarus base.
Oh, what does it say?
It is a video file.
Okay. I mentioned for everyone to come watch a movie with me.
I love movies.
What is it? What do we see?
Let me ask this, is there anyone not watching the fun Tartarus movie?
I'll watch the movie.
I'm gonna keep an eye out just in
Yeah,
case.
I keep watching the radar for people approaching
Sure.
or anything.
So Opera and Silas are not watching the movie necessarily. They are focused on surroundings.
Okay. Makes sense.
As you start the video, the footage is near total darkness, accompanied by heavy static and distorted breathing for several seconds.
Mind control.
The
Okay.
I can inspire your
microphone
weapon.
also begins to pick up distorted metallic groaning.
Okay.
After a few seconds, though, the video footage stabilizes. You see a laboratory corridor and an individual that you would know from the records and picture you would have seen is Dr. Argento. Tall, unnervingly thin. His research coat is unbuttoned and appears heavily stained around the sleeves and collar with substances that are too dark to clearly identify.
Gotcha.
He's got a pair of wire rim glasses, one lens of which is cracked. The other one you can kind of see is reflecting maybe some like pale red diagnostic lights from somewhere off screen.
Mhm.
Behind Dr. Argento in the video footage, the corridor walls are covered in these translucent, membranous growths, kind of like wet tissue. Similar to the growths here in the hangar bay, veins pulsing beneath the surfaces in these slow, rhythmic patterns. Unlike the growths here in the hangar bay, in the video footage, you can see the growths clearly spreading.
Can I text over? You were done. Sorry.
No, go ahead real quick. If you're going to take your eyes off the video to text for a moment, you certainly may.
Yeah, I want to just text over it because this is something that I want to do because I'm petty. No, this is just me being petty. Never mind. I was gonna say Carly texts feeding scientists. I was gonna take that back up. I'm like, that's way too petty for me.
And Dr. Hoffman, who's the one kind of receiving comms from you
Yeah.
guys, wasn't part of that conversation.
Exactly. It's like, damn it, Dr. Nikolav, we fucking hate Nikolav.
For the first time, you guys hear Dr. Argento speak. Log 17. Final integration trial concluded approximately 6 hours ago, perhaps longer. Temporal consistency near the laboratories has become unreliable. Camera glitches for a moment, Dr. Argento appearing to split into numerous people before coming back into one. We believed we were engineering adaptation, resilience, survival, but survival was never the gift. There's like a wet sound from deeper in the corridor behind him. The camera momentarily sort of auto-focuses on a figure crossing behind Argento. You see him wearing a Tartarus research lab coat. Much of their torso has swollen into asymmetrical masses of exposed tissue and embedded machinery, though. One arm appears fused directly into the wall through these like strands of black organic matter. As the figure walks, it turns towards the camera. You see its face is partially split open from the jaw to the ear in this like gross facsimile of a smile.
Oh.
Footage sort of skips ahead a couple dozen seconds. Argento is now sort of walking through another section of the facility, continuing his recording. The camera sort of subtly shaking as if like the floor itself is vibrating. You see here the organic growths have spread everywhere. Ceilings, terminals, the lighting fixtures. They almost resemble like nerve bundles threading through the infrastructure. See, Dr. Argento pauses here, looks at the camera, blood leaking slowly from burst capillaries in his eyes, creating these thin tracks down his cheeks. But his voice remaining measured, perhaps a tint reverent. We were wrong to call DDNS contamination. This is communion. The camera feed tears with static, becoming distorted beyond recognition. You hear wet impacts and screaming from somewhere. The final clear moment of footage shows Dr. Argento approaching a sealed pressure door labeled Submergence Tether Access. The video ends.
So that video just got sent.
Yup.
When he cut the cord.
Everyone who watched that video, I need you to gain a level of stress.
Are you telling me I should have turned away to be bitchy?
Yes. So, Silas and Opera, you two do not gain stress because you did not watch that video. But the rest of you who watched it all the way through, it's a little stressful to watch that.
Can I text Dr. Nikolav? Do I have any communication to Nikolav?
No. Your best bet would be to send a message up to communications and from there reach out. Have them, like, go tell something to Dr. Nikolav.
Is it worth it? Is being funny worth it?
Well, you're debating that. How about the rest of you? How do you react to...
Actually, Jericho, instead of that, can I... Damn it. Never mind.
Rest of you, go.
So what was on the video?
No one affected by this. I put a lot of effort into this video.
He said something about temporal distortions. He was kind of melding with the wall, and he cut the cable.
I think we're dealing with a cult.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, kill them all.
Old scenarios are pretty normal.
What do you like to do?
Well, I mean, let's do the job we're here to do, yeah?
Sure.
Do we know what time the weird nighttime signal was being broadcast at?
It wasn't any like specific time. It was just during the night shift. It would occasionally come through every few nights.
Okay.
Are any of these vessels capable of getting back to the surface without?
I'd say at a quick glance, the damage on them probably not.
Okay.
Because we have the I forgot what they're called already. The water suits.
Yeah, you've got your pressure compensator suits, which
Yeah,
will
so it
really
doesn't,
help you.
it doesn't need like an intact
endure.
hull. It just needs working like thrust.
They're all pretty fucked.
Okay.
I was gonna ask, how the fuck do they still have more pressure compensator suits when they're feeding people to Tartarus?
They order more.
Who?
Chimera.
Chimera Project.
You can't just say Chimera.
I mean, yes, I can. It's the truth. They've been secretly funding this place for like 20 years.
I'll secretly fund you for 20 years.
Please do. I'm poor.
Can I get in on this? I'm also poor.
I can't fund myself.
All
Shut
right.
up, Ollie.
So it seems like we have 3 options here. We can go breach and clear with just our personal weapons. We can call our mechs down and have them take some damage on the trip. Or we can go back up, maybe, and wait for the reefus to be complete.
The
We can't go
tether's
back up.
broken. Yeah, the tether's broken.
Oh, it's fully broken. Okay.
We should call our mechs immediately.
Okay.
The tether was
Six
damaged.
and-
It would certainly be possible for you guys to head back up right now.
I don't like it when a GM says something like that. That means he's lying, and we should not trust liars.
All I'm saying is it's possible. I'm not saying whether I recommend it or not.
And I'm saying you're a liar.
All right. So you want to call our mechs in and then just bunker up?
Yeah, we need to. We call our mechs in, and we. I think we might just need to lock the fuck in for the next little bit.
Okay.
I would say this space is not necessarily sized for you to be like traipsing through it in your automata. Like they would certainly fit here in the hangar bay, and maybe even in the other large rooms. They wouldn't necessarily fit through the hallways of this place.
Oh, well, I've got a great answer to that. We can make a door wherever we want.
Is it explosives? Is the answer explosives?
Yes.
In the pressurized undersea base.
Yes. Does it look
Why
like
why am I
when we look
objecting?
at-
My character's too stupid to know that's a bad idea.
When we look at the hallways, like the entrances, do they have like emergency like pressure slam down things? Or if one room were to be breached, it would just breach the whole base.
From what you can tell, like it is possible to seal them. Whether they'll activate or not in an emergency, based off of what you've seen so far, they should.
Follow-up question.
Do you trust that?
Is there labels? Labels saying what's where?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, absolutely. There would be labels. To the, we'll just call it north here. That door is labeled disposal. The door here towards the center of the base is labeled as operations, and the door heading south is labeled barracks and security offices.
I'm kind of tempted to call our mechs in and then just storm operations and see if we can catch anyone there that's high ranking.
Nothing good
Yeah, I
comes
mean,
from a place being called. Whatever
We
it
can
is.
probably do that while they're on their way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take an hour for the mechs to get down here anyway, so we can search while we're waiting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a standardized like dungeoneering system where like a room takes X amount of minutes or time?
Nope.
Okay.
We're just throwing things at the wall and see what sticks here.
We're going off of vibes. Let's go.
A normal like stretch of time, which I would presume is kind of like your exploration, typically does end up being around 10 minutes or so. But the time in this game can be very loosey-goosey. So we're just going to play it by ear.
All right.
Elodie, are you, to that extent, going to hold down your guys' automata? Damage be damned? If you're talking, I think you may have been muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Then sending up a signal, your guys' automata are activated and will be descending towards you. It'll take about an hour to get here. They are potentially going to take a little bit of damage from the pressure as they descend, but Based on
It's
what
not like
you've
any
seen
of
and
our.
heard. Go ahead, Carly.
It's not like any of our mechs are nuclear radioactive bombs set to go off at the slightest of instances.
No, not at all.
I'm excited to see how little body mass I'll have at the end of this adventure.
Where would we? It sounded like we were interested in heading to operations. Am I correct in that? Do you guys just want to try and wait and see what happens?
No, I
We
think
should
we
probably
can
try
run
to take ops.
operations. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We might be able to figure
Are
out more.
comms still up with the Elysium, or are we cut off now?
Comms are still active with Elysium, yeah. So I imagine you probably like send a message to Hoffman to let her know you're activating the automata.
You don't freak
No,
out.
we just
Oh.
let them surprise.
Someone needs to open the bay doors. So,
Stand by for Titanfall.
the slowest descending
Yeah.
Titan in existence.
Someone
Someone get me the Titanfall
Damn.
theme on 0.25 speed.
I'd listen to that shit.
Sorry, Zeke, was there a specific thing you wanted to contact Hoffman about? When you asked if comms were still up, or were you just checking?
I was just checking.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys still have active
I guess
comms with them.
can we send like text and video?
You can. It's not going to be like instantaneous. There'll probably be a like 2 to 3 minutes in between messages being received.
I want to send Hoffman a picture of the fucked up submarines and like the weird coral.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what do you make of this?
I think her response will first be just disgusting.
Agreed.
Boston.
You try
and-
being here. It's so much worse.
I think her other response would be, I don't know. I'll get Dr. Voronov though, because I'm just an engineer. He's at least a marine biologist.
We trust Dr. Voronov. The fish exploder.
The fish exploder. More than who you call it, Dr. Nikolav.
I don't trust her at all right now. I think she's in on it.
Yeah, fair
Who
enough.
better to ask blow up a base than someone who blows up fish?
That's a fair
We
point,
should
actually.
have left Aaron upstairs to assassinate Nikolov when we figured out she's evil.
We're not writing Aaron out of the adventure. We're giving Aaron the
A fight
ability to
quest.
We're just
assassinate
dictating what she
Nikolov.
does. All right. Then making your guys' way through to operations. Making your way into this main chamber. The heart of Tartarus base, you could call it. You can see what was probably a pristine chamber originally is now cluttered. Tangled wires, overturned equipment, shattered console displays, and just malfunctioning consoles themselves. There is a large sort of central control panel that remains standing. You see its monitors kind of constantly glitching, showing system diagnostics, trench scans, corrupted camera feeds from around the base. And then every now and then, for just like a fraction of a second, some impossible imagery. Some screens are displaying ocean depths far exceeding the actual trench measurements, pushing up to like 60, 70,000 feet deep.
Does it seem like an error? Or does it seem like something's gone horribly wrong?
My guy,
It's horribly wrong. I think it's functioning perfectly as intended.
I'm just going to say take a guess and leave it at that. Things are very clearly not going well.
But I could hope, right?
You know
I could
what?
hope they just, this station is not in good repair, and maybe the sensor broke.
You know what? That's on me. You're right. Maybe it would help if I told you that multiple screens are each displaying different measurements, but these are all screens connected to like the same console. I should also mention the room is vibrating. Like these low frequency tremors are constantly shaking this chamber. Doesn't appear to be coming from any of the machinery in here. And it's this very subtle but almost oppressive feeling. It sort of like resonates through your bone and your teeth, causing you to chatter a bit.
Is it like a bump, or is it like a bump?
You know, it could absolutely feel kind of like a distant heartbeat. Make of that what you will.
That.
All right, ladies and gents, we're killing Tartarus.
I should also
The
mention.
embodiment of Greek hell.
I should mention there's a person here.
You should mention that.
You
Yes.
should mention that.
I'm okay if you don't mention that.
Well,
Hey, Jericho, I'm okay if you don't mention that and they're not there.
Yeah, mentioning a person might be incorrect. A corpse is a better term.
Okay, that's different because it's like
Oh no, it's Dr. Quinn.
medicine woman.
Before
I love you so much.
Before the primary console, you see a person in a researcher's outfit. Their corpse, partially mummified almost by the maybe the air in here. You see they've got a communications headset on. However, it has fused into the flesh around their skull. One hand holds onto a like a blood-drenched notebook. The other one rests against a keyboard. Across the lowest and closest monitor, a single line of text repeats endlessly in all caps. Avoid Dr. Thorne.
Can we text up to who's our guy in the sky?
Dr. Hoffman?
Hoffman. Can we text up to Hoffman and be like, Dr. Thorne, question mark?
Also, can we just get like a general list of personnel down here?
Yeah, you get the general list. Dr. Thorne coming through is just a researcher who came to work in Tartarus about 4 years ago.
When did the first person come down to Tartarus?
Tartarus was built a decade and a half ago.
Post-Advent Day.
Yes. Yeah, the Chimera Project didn't contact Elysium until after Advent Day, and that's when they offered funding and had them build Tartarus base.
Okay.
And that was all information you guys got from the terminal in Dr. Nikolav's office.
I'd like to take the notebook from the dead person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, can we throw something at the dead person before we walk up to it?
Yes.
You know what you
What
can
am I talking
do?
about? What am I talking about? Carly's an idiot. Carly doesn't do any of that shit.
Stop playing smart.
Yeah, sorry. Carly's gonna go skipping down the fucking la-di-da-di hoo-da-day way.
You know what you guys can do, though, specifically? Gain a stress level.
Oh.
What?
Truly, I only have like certain things and places that would generate a stress level for you guys on purpose, and you guys have just like boom, 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 hit them back to back.
Well, okay, hear me out. How about no thank you?
Denied.
So, I have innocence. When you're
do have
childish
innocence.
and innocent nature keeps you from understanding a dark truth, gain a point of stability up to max. It
Your
doesn't say
stability is
anything about me
already at
being able.
max.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about me being able to avoid stress, though.
No,
So I just gain stress anyway.
Yeah, I do think seeing a corpse with their headset fused to them against a blood-drenched notebook, and just repeating text on a monitor saying "Avoid Dr. Thorne" would be stressful.
Innocence lost.
I'm gonna look at Ember and be like, "This wasn't in The Sims."
I'm gonna thumb through the notebook.
It is written in dried blood. you see scribbled frantic equations and specifically like what appear to be trench depth calculations.
Someone wanted to take a look at this. It's got some math in it.
Math?
Toss it to Michael. He's the one that's kind of obsessed with
He's the
equations, I feel like.
He's the math man.
And is
Wait,
this
good
door
thing he's-
labeled?
I need
This
to
door
start playing smart.
is labeled Hangar Bay 02. Michael, anything? I mean, at a quick glance, you don't notice anything like super interesting in the notebook. And there's
Hooray!
Alicia.
Hey, we didn't leave you. I would never. They wanted to, and I told them no.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
if I'm playing or I'm just gonna listen in, but
Okay.
hello.
Well, we've had you with the group so far, so
Okay.
you're down in Tartarus. Things are not going well.
Hey, Aaron, real
Oh.
quick. I just want to run a scenario by you. If you kept sending researchers down to the facility named after Greek hell and no one was talking to you, what would you do? Would it be continue to send researchers with no clear instructions on how to contact you?
Probably not.
Thanks for not being fucking stupid.
I think you're misunderstanding again, either as Destiny or as Carly, where they were still getting communications, just like maybe a week here and there, the communication didn't come through on
Oh
time.
no, I'm getting it. No, I'm fully understanding.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm fully
continue.
understanding.
Yeah.
And
I'm just here to listen.
A question for you, Alicia. You guys came down to
Yes.
Tartarus base. You guys got a communication from your person in comms up on Elysium, who let you know that a new transmission from Tartarus had just arrived. It was a video. We had Opera and Silas not watching it because they were keeping an eye out. Everyone else watched it. Would you have also watched it?
Wait, sorry. What was the context? We're in Tartarus and we
You've
got a
come
communication,
down to
or we?
Tartarus because things are fucked.
Okay.
You, Dr. Hoffman, you guys have on communications up in Elysium still. And as you guys were coming down the deep sea elevator, a communication from Tartarus arrived in Elysium. And Dr. Hoffman just forwarded it down to you guys, and it was a video.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I probably would have.
Awesome. It mattered because it gave you another level of stress.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be some bullshit like that, but
It was
okay.
you know what? That is a perfect way of describing it. I think anyone
Some
who
bullshit
watched
like
it can
that.
agree it was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like that. Dr. Argento, probably insane.
Okay. Well,
Oh yes, and I suppose the important thing, Tartarus base and by proxy Elysium was built, and all of Elysium has been funded by the Chimera Project for close to 2 decades now.
oh Jesus.
And
Okay.
they apparently have sent a new asset to the base to check in on what's going on. But
One of us is
realistically, the
traitor.
only people who have arrived anytime recently to Elysium has been your crew.
Right. Okay.
So,
Traitor.
whatever that means. But we are currently down in Tartarus. We have put in the call for our automata to descend to us, despite some of the damage they would take in the process due to the pressure, just because it is not looking good here. You're currently in operations where you have found a corpse up at the primary console with a monitor reading "Avoid Dr. Thorne." Is a research that has been down here for about 4 years now.
Also, was someone actually murdered at, like, what happened with that?
I don't know. This whole place is kind of overturned. Many of the monitors are either glitching or shattered. There's overturned equipment everywhere. This guy is like a partially mummified corpse. His communication headset fused into the flesh around his skull, and you can see his eyes have heavily hemorrhaged.
And no, we didn't commit murder.
No, you guys did not
Okay.
kill anyone yet.
A couple
Okay.
a couple people were suggesting we kill the leader
Oh,
of
okay.
the
Okay.
research base up top.
Yeah, Dr.
Thought that
Nikolav
actually
should
happened.
die.
Hmm.
So by operations, this place means like monitoring the health of the base, basically.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like administration up in Elysium. This is kind of the heart of the base. However, notably, security cameras are not routed to here like they were up in Elysium, but you have seen a door placard pointing to the security offices. So
Did we go to the security offices?
you guys certainly could. Yeah. Do you guys want to go back to Hangar Bay 1 and down in that direction, or would you want to pass into Hangar Bay 2 first?
No.
Okay.
Back to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You guys
fine with that.
absolutely can. Okay.
Did Michael look at the equations? I forget.
There wasn't much extra to be gathered from them in a quick moment.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to spend time going over them, you certainly could, but for now, there's nothing really special in them.
Okay, security offices it is.
Jericho,
Yes.
if people are okay with it, I would be willing to gather the information so we can look over it again later if people want.
Well,
don't know how
you
long that
have the
would
notebook
take.
in your hands now.
Oh,
This
okay.
corpse had. It's just that it would
I
take
thought it
time
was
to,
like the
fully
computer
flip
stuff.
through. No, the computer's trashed.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what they were mentioning. Never mind.
Actually, you know what? If you wanted to see if there were things that could be salvaged from this computer, like a map of the base or anything like that, at the very least, I would allow you guys to attempt that if you wanted to.
I mean, if people are okay with it, I'm down to attempt it.
Yeah, the more time we dilly-dally, the quicker our mechs get here.
Yeah, we do need to just wait for our mechs.
True.
That a science check or
Yes, in this case, it will be science.
Elodie, go.
If you'd like to roll that, if anyone else has a way they'd like to aid, they certainly may. Sounds like no one wants to help you, Elodie. That's just a roll. That is so many dice now. Fantastic.
Aw.
Very nice.
And hey, no stress. Yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
You would certainly be able to, at the very least, between everything not working, pull up a general map of the base and have an idea of what is what. There are two different barracks, kind of like there are two different hangar bays. There is disposal in the northwest. The northeast has the archives. The direct north has the dissection lab, which is also then connected to the specimen labs. And connected to the security offices to the south is submergence observation, which you'd be able to confirm has a tether leading down into the trench.
Did we learn anything else about the trench or that like inaccurate ocean depth thing?
Nope, not as of yet. It is adjacent to the base. So in which direction would we like to go from here?
I think it was back to Hangar Bay 1 and down.
Sure. Absolutely. Then back to Hangar Bay 1, heading down the corridor towards the barracks. You guys find, sort of slumped up halfway against one of the walls, a corpse, it looks like. Their body, though, is like swelled in strange ways. It's almost like if you made a wax doll or a doll out of putty of a human and started just pulling different parts of it. They look bloated, but there's no sort of symmetry or rhyme or reason to it. All of you would be able to gather, taking a look at this with ease. These are signs of horror toxicosis.
Oh, good.
Oh.
I dislike that.
Is there a name on the lab coat?
On this lab coat, Dr. Daniels.
Okay.
And they called me foolish when I said you should probably have cures for your horror toxicosis in your medical lab.
As you guys sort of make your way into this main area, there is, you can turn towards the security offices. You could also turn towards the barracks, whichever you would prefer.
We're sure this thing's dead, right?
The corpse? Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a couple minutes and someone wants to examine it with like a medical roll, you certainly could.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I got good medical. I'll
Someone
walk
has
up
an
and start
argument to
examining
aid,
it.
they could. All right, just medical then. Uh-oh.
Oh!
So you
shit.
cannot push it here because you panicked.
Yep.
And we need the panic roll from you.
Panic roll. That is.
Okay.
That's
The one.
Oh, no.
Yeah. As you're looking over this corpse, it's horror toxicosis, and you've already ranted to the people up above about how they should have dealt with this. The
Because
more
Sage
and
was
more you come across these, I think the more it's getting to you.
They could have stopped this. They could have stopped this. Granted, it ends and end and end and end about how all of this could have been stopped. They could have stopped it. You know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna be quiet about it. So it's whatever.
So of course your ego does reduce by 1 here, and you do not find out anything else about this corpse. So moving forward then, are we thinking barracks or security offices?
Security officers.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if there's any bad guys left alive.
If they're anyone, they're probably in dissection or specimen. Let's be real here.
Hey, I would never.
First off, the guys in security probably have guns.
People in the barracks probably have guns too.
Heading into the security offices themselves, you are greeted by noise. That sort of constant electrical buzz of dozens of active camera feeds. See rows of monitors covering the wall. However, the views they are displaying of Tartarus's corridors and laboratories are quite distorted. Yes? Say my name? Am I crazy?
Yes.
It was the
Maybe
horror
my
who
stress
said
is
that.
building.
Jericho, can you give me a panic roll real quick?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, we're all screwed.
What'd you get?
No.
I got trembling. I'm shook.
You start trembling.
Ah. blood is smeared across nearly every control surface and terminal in here, but I don't think that's the important thing to focus on. I mean, some of them are relatively like old and dried looking. Others are disturbingly fresh. But again, I don't think that's important. Several of the screens are flickering violently with static, but occasionally each of you sees something moving through the halls of this base. An elongated silhouette with too many limbs.
Oh,
There
I
are
shoot that.
2 security personnel seated at the main terminal station. They do appear alive.
Are they alive? Oh.
They are motionless. Their heads are encased in these heavy helmets that appear to be directly wired into the consoles. Tubes snake from the helmets into the walls, and they're translucent. You can see what appear to be maybe nutrients and maybe coolant being pumped into the withered bodies of these security guards. Their skin pale and translucent. Veins beneath the surface are quite visible. Occasionally, you see their fingers sort of twitch in unison with the camera feeds changing. However, as you enter, their fingers twitch a few more times, and they stand up.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight. And so we will start next
Oh,
session
boy.
with rolling initiative.
You monster.
I cannot say I am falling asleep in my chair.
You are all good. Thank you so much for playing, everyone. For those who do have a few minutes here, we are going to first go over experience, because I forgot to do so last week, and then leveling up as well. Or not leveling up, scheduling. Because I know we only really
Jared,
confirmed schedules for 2 sessions.
Text me what we figure out. And
I
I'll
got
let
you.
know. Thank you. Goodbye.
Good night to anyone who would like to hop
Bye.
off here. Fantastic. Okay. Well, first things first, as we move into the sort of experience section at the end of session, everyone, give yourself an XP. You showed up to session tonight. I'm very proud of you. Huzzah.
Do I get one?
Yep. You showed up for 20 minutes. You get an XP.
Great.
Oh, it's an XP per 20 minutes. Alrighty.
No, it's
Yeah,
an
fill up
XP
the whole
for
thing.
attending. You get 1 just for being here. Most of these I don't believe we're really going to get, but I am willing to listen to arguments about them. The first main question that would also generate an XP for anyone is, did you risk or sacrifice something significant to achieve your ambition? Based on what happened, I don't really believe anything was risked or sacrificed in that direction tonight. If anyone thinks they did, though, I'm more than happy to hear it.
This is for your personal ambition, right?
Yes, this is for your personal ambition.
No, I didn't have anything.
Nope.
Nope.
Alrighty. Then similar to that, was anyone, did you feel hindered by your regret in any way?
Nope.
Yeah.
What do you think, Silas?
I said not yet.
Oh, not yet. Sorry. I thought I just heard
Maybe
yes.
next session if we lose this fight or something.
Yeah, absolutely. The big question then, does anyone felt like they formed a real relationship either with one of the other player characters or with an important NPC to the story? So that would be like Dr. Nikolav, even Dr. Hoffman so far have been pretty important to this story. If anyone feels like they furthered in a meaningful way or truly formed a new relationship with them.
No, not really. Not for me, anyway.
I can see,
Oh my god, I was muted the whole time.
What you got?
I think I muted when I told you that I thought it was very on brand of me to stand up to the authority and
Yes.
okay. Then I think I did a good job with Dr. Hawthorne or whatever. She was my favorite and I put in a whole lot of effort.
Okay. When it comes to like the
I don't know if she made a bond with me.
That is the question. I don't think anything would have potentially reached a point of developing a strand with her. But I do think it is fair to say you kind of led the way, Elodie, with the conversations and sort of developing that baseline and getting on track with Dr. Hoffman. So I will say you can gain an XP for that.
Oh, yay.
I want to argue for Carly that she should get a point for pissing off Dr. Nikolav so badly.
She formed a bad relationship with multiple people for sure. I'll give her that.
Yes.
Wait,
Doesn't
in
have
this
to be a good
session, not
relation-
just
Oh, yeah.
not last session.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Carly was a menace.
Oh no.
I might be forming a negative strain with Carly if she's not proven right on every single account.
Yeah. Did you guys overcome a dangerous foe? Definitely not tonight, but next
The elevator,
session,
man.
The elevator was not a dangerous foe. I think next session we can definitely recheck that. The last one, though, that I'm leaning towards a yes for everyone is, did you guys as a group make a significant discovery or revelation?
Yes.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think so. So that is going to be an
So-
XP for everyone here.
Yay.
So that is what XP looks like. At the end of every session, we would ask these questions. Everything someone can answer yes to, you get an XP for, to a potential maximum of 6 per session, though based on my assumptions and interpretations, I think it's far more likely to see maybe 2 to 3 XP per session as for each person. Does anyone have, at this point, at least 5 XP? Because if so, I'll go over what leveling looks like.
I have 5 XP.
Okay, fantastic. So, when it comes to leveling, if you have 15 XP, you can spend that on getting a new talent from your pilot or automata archetype. If you have
that's cool.
25 XP, you can get a talent from any archetype. So, for a higher cost, you can grab from anything, but it is cheaper to get from the archetypes you started with. It is 20 XP to buy the Hope talent for your pilot archetype, which is why we're probably not going to get it in this little campaign. To level up your skills, though, that is the other way to spend XP. It costs 4 times the level of the skill you are going to. So, for example, Elodie, if you wanted to improve your manipulate to 3, that would cost you 12 XP, 3 times 4.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay,
So
I love
skills
this.
will cost more to upgrade. Keep in mind 6 is their max, and when you reach 6, it increases the associated attribute. However, to get a skill from 0 to 1 costs 5 XP, and you have to have, as we say, learned it over the session. Either spent time, like a shift's worth, being taught by someone who has a point in that skill, or successfully rolled that skill while you had a 0 in it during session. So that is the cheapest expenditure is 5 XP to gain a new skill, but you have to have either spent time being taught in it or have used it successfully already during session. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Fantastic. The times you would level up, you cannot do so during session. You would do so either between sessions or when we're sort of in a downtime mid-campaign. When you guys have a break, when you're not being stressed out by the goings-ons of the situation. So, that will do it. So moving into then end of game, looking at scheduling sort of things, I did have a potential game on the calendar for this Friday as well, which would put us playing twice in the week. Are people open for that? Would people rather keep it to just one session a week? What are we thinking?
I could probably do Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, Friday
I'm
works great for
available.
me.
I can only really do one a week, which is on Mondays. Fridays are harder for me to do.
Okay. Silas, I'm sorry, I don't know if I heard you there.
I'm flexible.
Okay. Aaron?
I also probably cannot do this Friday.
Okay. Then I will check with Destiny tomorrow then and confirm. If we're only down 2, I may still have us play, but I will let you guys know within the next day or two on that. On the flip side of that, next Monday, how would that look like for people? Same time, same
Works
place.
perfectly fine.
I might not have access to a computer, but I can join on my phone,
Okay.
and I can like play with buttons to press for me.
I'm available.
I'll be
Yep,
commuting, but I'll be available.
I'll be here.
Okay.
I will also be good Monday.
Sounds good. Then we'll probably put a guaranteed yes for Monday, because it sounds like pretty much everyone is at least in some form available. But for this Friday, I will keep us posted. Now that we are down in Tartarus is when we're really going to get into combat here. There are certainly still things to be revealed, but since we're going to be going into combat and learning that, I'm leaning towards it looking like 2 more sessions to finish this whole thing. So we may push to play this Friday as well, just to keep the timeline on lock. But we'll see how that goes.
And were we doing another one-shot or multi-shot after this is over?
Probably not, because at this point I am starting to write a full campaign, depending on how combat looks. I gotta do a job. So we'll see how it goes.
Work.
I know. Look, the flight to my sister's wedding and back from that, I'm just going to be writing in a notebook on the seatback tray the whole time. So, on that note, thank you guys so much for playing this week. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, we're going to have our first taste of Eldritch Automata combat. So come excited for that, and I will see you guys either this week or next week.
Yay, I love you guys. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Later.